Hello,
What the
Twitch
fuck?
audiences.
Twitch. I like to say it like
Let's
there's
get
a V
ready to
in it.
go down that knoll
I was
hole.
transformed into one of those people.
He's yelling at her. That's funny.
Ugh.
My kid's in there yelling at Alexa. It's hilarious.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Looks like it's live.
He's not listening.
Is he saying, "Hey Alexa, hey Alexa"?
Yeah, she wasn't listening.
What the
How
fuck
many
was
bitches
that,
can I
dude?
fit in a Tesla?
Phew.
Question.
Julie, he listens to the TV.
It sure reminded me
He
of
does
Adult
listen to the
Swim.
TV.
Yeah.
Just like fucking weird, eccentric ass cartoons.
It looks like MTV too, so that's even before Adult Swim
Yeah,
came
right?
along.
Yeah. God, that shit was racist as fuck, man. Wow. Funny.
Mank. Unforgettable Mank.
Mm-hmm.
Man milk.
And suckle on my man milk.
This is a great way to start the stream. All right, so D&D time. Where we last left off in D&D many a week ago, in the Forgotten Realms, the party of adventurers was in the town of Bostwick, and there they encountered a peddler by the name of Harry Jack, a halfling peddler with a variety of mirrors and brushes, small objects of some value. Nothing of great importance, nothing worth buying, really. You later went to the graveyard, and you encountered a temple of evil, and you fought the undead, and you smashed up the temple. But you were actually looking for the thief. Turned out to be Harry Jack. He escaped town with some stolen merchandise you desperately need. Very important quest item. So he might have been heading towards the graveyard, but you haven't found any tracks, and then you got sidetracked a little bit by cleansing the evil temple of undead. So now you're emerging from the graveyard, and you're in the town of Bostwick again, and there's a lot of tracks, and the tracks are from trade from merchants. They move from the town of Bostwick out into the main road, and then from there they take the main road to the other nearby towns along the trade routes. And so maybe you can find some tracks that'll tell you where that rogue dashed off to.
What up, everybody?
Hello, hello.
So good.
Sorry I was running late.
It's all right.
Just getting started. Get it started and hot.
So we
Not
got
in the game yet, but I just put my headset on so I can hear you guys at least.
Kazanleer and Dr.
Need help?
Abforth and Bostwick the Bugbear and Razor.
I definitely think that
I
you should go after homeboy Harry.
Here you stand in the graveyard. What's your next move
Looking
gonna be,
around.
guys?
I was gonna look around at tracks.
All right.
I rolled a 17 plus. Hold on, perception, right?
Well, you want to find your. Yeah, it would probably be perception. I guess there's not really a tracking skill anymore.
Be like a dirty 20 then.
All right, so you do find tracks. There's a lot of tracks that lead west out of town along this road here.
Yeah.
There's a variety of tracks. Some of them are the booted prints of men. Others are the hooves of animals. There's a lot of merchants come through here with horses. There's some smaller hoof prints like ponies, and just a variety. It's really hard to tell them all apart here where the main traffic is.
Okay. None of them kind of leading in a weird direction. Just like normal foot traffic.
Well, they all seem to be leading towards the road in general.
Okay.
Like you're still in the graveyard area now.
So nothing too crazy.
Not right here. But maybe if you head to the road, you'd see some other tracks leading somewhere.
I think that maybe we should head up the road and see if we can pick up on his tracks.
Are you guys ready to leave town, though? Do you need anything before you exit Bostwick out into the wilderness?
Hmm?
No, I think I'm good. I picked up rations before we left. I still have a couple.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
guys
I
are in
didn't
a
get any
hurry.
good information about my
I
story.
think I'm alright. You know, I wasn't here last time, so I will just assume maybe I was chilling outside of this temple. I didn't want to go inside, desecrate a holy place or something. I don't know. But-
It's a evil place, though. An evil, like a
Well, then I'm like running up, like, "Hey guys, am I late? Let's get rid of all
dedicated
this
to
evil shit."
a god of death, a death god, in a graveyard.
You guys already cleared it. Okay, good job.
Yeah,
It's a hard-won fight.
we
Two
needed
very
you.
powerful
Yeah,
undead.
I got one shot.
It was pretty nasty.
Didn't even need me. Jeez. Kind of holy paladin am I if I can't?
Oh, we
be
definitely
there
needed
to
you.
Yeah, we
eliminate
definitely needed you.
Yeah, it
a
was.
desecrated temple.
Just because you were sleepy doesn't mean we didn't need you. Thanks.
It would have been a lot easier had you turned undead, probably.
I had too much long brew last night, man. I don't know. Antonio got me going. Slept in.
Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, Harry Jack, yes. Any word on where he went?
I've told you not to refer to my mother like that anymore.
All the
Hmm.
tracks lead west.
Just because she has hair on her feet, she braids it at least.
Ah, west it is.
So
Well,
the
when I
gang,
was watching
Direction
him,
of that boss, the Bugbear tribe as well, if I remember right.
that is the direction of the Bugbear tribe. So
Yeah.
leaving the town
Is
of Bostwick
Bostwick-
west.
Wait,
What's up?
1 second. How populated is Bostwick?
Oh, not very populated. It's a very small village.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make some coffee.
You're in
Is
the
there a graveyard?
boonies. Yeah,
But-
Bostwick does have a big graveyard.
Okay. Before we leave, can I just walk to the graveyard and
Well, you
try to
started
figure out
there,
how to use?
like you were
Oh,
in the
cool.
graveyard, all of you.
Can I hide very, very concealed? Can I hide somewhere and try to test out this rod without anybody seeing me?
Yeah, there's probably a gravestone you could dip behind.
I'm gonna read the description of it again just to make sure I don't have to do a keyword or something I can't remember. Oh no. Oh no, it's been so long. My character sheet isn't on a quick drop down on my bar.
Are we out of K cups, Parker?
Oh yeah, I'll make a pot of coffee.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
I want a cup too. Sounds good. Well, assuming that it has a keyword, I'm gonna try to use it and not activate the keyword and not be able to use it, but I'm gonna try to use its abilities in the graveyard.
Okay. You've got a rod.
Pull that thing up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
The
do.
rod appears to be a simple quarterstaff, the ends of which are adorned with small iron skulls. When you hold it in your hand, it is metal. It's cold to the touch, but that's normal for a piece of metal, like a metal rod.
Anything distinctly different than what I normally feel happened to me, because I never touched it with my bare hands before. This is the first time I've actually touched it.
You don't notice any difference. None at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as you know, this is just a metal rod with some decorative ends.
All right. Cool. Can you hear him, Barker? He said it's just a decorative rod with a couple of what ends, Ninja?
The ends of the rods have skulls.
The ends of the rods have skulls on them.
There's an iron
Yeah, I
skull
think
at the
he's
end of
just
each.
out of
Yes. Adorned with skulls at either end.
Yeah, he's making a pot of coffee. I think he's just out of range with his headset.
Gotcha.
Dang wireless headsets.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's wired. It never dies.
One of the greatest things I ever did was get this wireless headset, and I was the biggest like fuck wireless guy ever until I got this. Like I just walk around smoking around the house and shit with my headset on. It's great.
I'm going
Dude,
to
seriously.
grab the staff in my right hand and with the left hand rub one of the skulls on it and think about using the staff. I don't know.
Okay. You think about
Putting it
using
in
the
his
staff,
palm.
you rub its head, nothing happens.
Do you have identify?
Tap it against the gravestone.
Nothing happens. It's a mysterious object, but nothing happens.
None of us know he has it. I don't think, Potato.
Yeah, nobody knows I have it. I showed you the cloth that it was in, like the silk robe of the person that had it, I guess. And
Mhm.
say it looked like somebody just crawled in there and got trapped and died. And of course, Krios doesn't believe me, but he never believes me. So, is there anybody in the graveyard right now?
Oh, hang on. You hit the grave with it, right? It leaves
Yeah,
a little.
tap the grave.
It leaves a little nick in the grave.
Thank you. Cool. Like, I didn't hit it hard, so it nicked the grave.
Yes.
Wanted me just touching it. I'll try it again.
All right. You gonna hit it harder?
Yeah,
All right. You do some damage to the gravestone.
that's all. Okay. I'll just kind of shrug and think that I'll ask the House of Bones about it when I get back to Askelhorn or something, and conceal it back in my bag of holding.
It does
and
seem to
meet
do
up with the party.
slightly more damage than an ordinary quarterstaff would.
So maybe I can assume that it's a +1 or +2 weapon, magical weapon.
Yeah, you could probably assume that, but you don't know much else besides that yet.
Got you. Oh, like I said, I'll just make a mental note to ask. It looks sort of necromancy, undeadish type stuff, so I'm gonna ask the House of Bones about it next time I get in contact with them.
Okay.
And then I catch back up with the party.
All right. So at the road just outside of town, there's all the tracks. Most of the tracks are going to lead to the south. There's very few tracks that lead down like a much less trekked path to the north. Most of those tracks seem to be coming from the north to the south, in fact. And then there's a few tracks that lead into the forest to the west. All right.
Do these tracks going north to south look orcish in nature?
Orcish, hard to tell.
You
Yeah.
said Harry Jack was a gnome, right? Or a hobbit, right?
He's a halfling.
Halfling. Which set of the footprints look most similar to my own?
Looking for halfling prints. Roll a perception check.
Would I get advantage since I'm a halfling?
No.
Why? I would know exactly what a halfling track looks like.
I mean, you're just looking for small footprints. All it has to do with is like keen eyesight. Can you spot them, or can you not?
Absolutely not. My perception is dog shit, Ninja.
Well, that's fair.
Same.
Oh, 21.
21. You find absolutely no halfling footprints other than your own.
Let's see.
Damn.
Could I use that perception roll to determine which kinds of footprints are what I am looking at?
Yeah, the prints that you do see are mostly human, some elven, and then there's a bunch of animal prints, like large and small hoofed animals mostly.
I'll look at like Antonio and the rest of the party and Casimir and say, did the thief have any traveling companions? Do we
I'm
know
not
if he had
sure.
any guards, or wasn't there someone at the bar that was ushering people to meet him?
When you talked to him at the bar, he had spread out all of his wares. He was claiming to be a merchant, like a peddler, selling his small odds and ends, but he had a bunch of stuff. So as a merchant,
Probably
like
pack
Well, I
animals,
talked to him.
perhaps.
And I look while I'm looking at my maps, my rough maps I have, and I remember that he was headed west. We'd followed him that way, so I'd like to assume that he was going that way.
So you said lots of tracks heading north to south and just a couple tracks heading west?
yeah,
Towards the forest.
the tracks heading west are rare. Like you could assume that there's a certain amount of hunters that go out into the woods hunting from town. So you see some hunter tracks and even some animal tracks leading off into the woods.
I'll volunteer to explore a little bit to the west if you guys want to like start
Could
heading
there be,
north,
like,
and then
a-
I'll meet y'all.
Any like pack
Go with
mule
you.
tracks that we could see?
I'll be
like,
very
notice?
quiet.
Yeah, with the 21 that Abforth rolled, he found some.
Possibly he had like a pack mule or
What? Do you
something.
hear me?
Yeah,
I'll be very quiet.
I was just letting Potato finish his question. Usually when people ask the DM stuff, I try to stop talking and let them get their information they need.
What was the question?
He asked you about the pack animals, but yeah, Joe, I don't mind if Antonio comes with me, but I'll warn you that if you screw this up, I'll literally murder you in your sleep.
That was a yes. Yeah, there's pack animals.
I'm in.
Okay.
That would never mess up anything.
And
Just-
if you roll
just
insight, that
remember,
was
guys.
not a lie.
Just remember, guys. We're looking for that hairy Jack, dude. I guess
Yeah.
the rest of us will post up here for a bit.
What I had
and-
suggested was you guys search the tracks heading one direction. Me and
Yeah, we
Joe
need
will
to-
search the
yeah,
tracks heading this direction, and then once we get far enough to determine whether this is the right course, we'll head towards each other, maybe meet up in the middle.
Or we'd probably have to head back, right? We wouldn't know how to get to each other without just following the paths back to where they meet.
So we're splitting the party?
I suggested
we
going
po-
alone myself.
Or I
but
say
Joe
we
wanted to come
post
with
up
me.
here and we let Abforth go and go down each path a little bit and see if he sees anything that, let us know that's the way to go or not.
Scouting rolls.
How about
That's
this,
fine.
Antonio? How about this, Antonio? You
Mhm.
scout north, I scout west.
Why
Yeah,
don't, we,
it
why don't
works.
we go ask if anybody's seen the location or the
Okay.
direction he went?
Well,
That would
that's
be a
the
good
deal.
thing
He
for
was
people to
sneaking
do.
away.
Yeah.
Nobody in town did see him.
So is it stealth roll? Just simply a stealth
We
roll?
just gotta
Yeah.
let our trackers pick up the trail here. That's what we need to do. So I'm gonna post up, I guess.
So when you decide to
where
do
the
some
paths meet.
tracking,
So how long are we gonna go for?
you move in a direction, you roll your stealth, you see if there's anything to see, and then you return back
using
to the
cards
original
or you
starting
roll?
point, and it takes up some time.
I don't know.
This
I
This
would
one would
say
just be a
like
You
roll.
just make the roll right
what,
now.
maybe like an hour or so.
Yeah,
Like
Okay.
doing
each of y'all.
a scouting is probably going to take about an hour,
Yeah.
just
Perfect.
by the grit and glory rules for it.
Well then, Boswick and I and Razor are gonna post up where the paths meet.
Ooh. I'm gonna 12.
Your audio's breaking up a bit there, Kev.
He was walking to the laundry room. I think he said they would wait until we got back and explored, though.
You've got
if I'm
like
not
a
mistaken.
lead-lined panel in the wall somewhere. Just blocks all the
Are
signal.
these clean in this basket?
No. These are though. Here, these are.
These nuts.
These are.
These nuts. So, Jodab, you scout in which direction?
Thank you.
Which way were you going, Parker?
West.
Then I'm going north.
You
which
scout
way?
north.
Weren't the tracks heading south to north, or was it north to south?
I'm just
They
confused where we're at.
mostly the tracks north of you are mostly in this direction, heading to the south.
Okay, so you're gonna scout south, Joe, and then I'll scout west. I don't know where we're at on the world map. We're just inside Bostwick.
Bostwick is in the northwest area of the map. There's mountains
I
to
don't
the
see
north. There's
Bostwick. I
forest to the
see-
west.
We're not on this board, Joe. Just
Oh,
we're
okay.
gonna spend an X amount of time scouting. He'll tell us what we find, and
This
we'll meet
is-
back up with the party.
Gotcha.
Generic wilderness map. This is you're out in the wilderness
Yeah.
exploring. So this is all abstracted.
I'm good.
So I rolled a 19 west, and Joe rolled like a 13 south.
The edge of the forest by the Bostwick Road. The weather is mild and pleasant with intermittent cloudiness. The forest creatures in the distance are barking. This part of the forest is dotted with large rocks that the forest has grown over and around, creating trenches covered in moss wherever the light can reach down in between the rocks. Dr. Abforth, you spot something almost immediately. It's hard to miss. There's a crude knoll totem. It's posted here as a warning, a curse on trespassers. It features several humanoid skulls spiked above a sign that reads in Abyssal, Riznel Rofrexioi Duxi Yagig. Can you read Abyssal?
Absolutely not.
Then you
Thanks for
have
giving me
no
nightmares,
idea
man.
what it says. Below that in common it says, Hume, stay out.
Ah, I see. I'm gonna take out a piece of chalk and I'm gonna graffiti the sign.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna change. I'm gonna like cross out all the abyssal
Okay.
and just put Harry Jack was here. That's his name, right? Harry Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put Harry Jack was here. Hobbit's rule.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
Do you want to roll a perception
dig.
to see if you can find tracks while you're out there?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
your stealth was good, and nothing spotted you, and you get there and back without being detected, and then we'll find out if you see anything. Okay, with a 20, you find that there's a whole bunch of bugbear tracks, and then there's a few hunter tracks that look old, and then there's one set of animal prints that appear to be like a small pony, maybe.
I'll follow those.
All right. Well, all right. You were doing a scouting, and the idea with scouting is you report back to the original spot, regroup with the party.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take one more scouting trip and then report back.
All right. So I'm gonna jump back to the party. Abforth doesn't return for a full extra hour, so.
This is normal though. So the reason I do this is because this is how I always scout, and they know this.
Sure. So Jodab, you did your scouting, and when you head south, you find just a mess of tracks. Most of the traffic from Bostwick and elsewhere goes down this main road to the south.
I didn't run into anybody, anything, nothing notable.
On the
I
road,
thought I was opening the door right when you did that, right? So I thought like I just hit myself with the door in the shoulder. Like literally, that was the thought process.
you encounter a pair of hunters.
Wait,
A pair of hunters in the early morning hours. I guess it took most of the night to clear out the crypt, like a couple hours down in the dungeon, and then when you came up out of the graveyard, it was practically morning. And so these hunters are on the road, headed south, getting ready to go on a hunting expedition. Did you want to stop them and ask them something?
to talk to them and they try to catch up with them, keep their pace. I don't want to slow them down or anything. Just like, hey, how's it going?
We're off to hunt.
Cool. Have you guys happened to see any halflings on the road lately? Since about last night?
Halflings on this road? We only just got out on the road recently. We came from Bostwick.
Oh, did you guys happen to see that Hungry Jack fellow?
Hungry
the
Jack?
tavern.
I don't believe so.
Hungry Jack.
Now that you
The Hungry
mention it,
Jack?
says the other hunter, I thought I saw somebody sneaking away from the inn.
It may have been Hungry. I thought I had my eyes on him, but
It was
his
quite dark.
dashing
I don't
bard-
have very good eyesight in the darkness before the dawn, but I could have sworn I saw a shadowy form moving west.
Well, I think that's where he was going. I talked to him a little bit, and I believe he was headed west, but I can't be for sure. But this helps
All right.
me be a little more sure. Thank you for your time. What are you guys going to hunt?
We're headed to the woods to the southeast, where we will hunt deer and small game.
So, well, are you guys live in Bostwick?
Of course, we are the Huntsman of Bostwick.
Oh, where's my manners? I'm Joe Dab. I'm sorry, Antonio
Joe
Davis.
You make,
I'm Joe Dad.
you
You're
make
who?
Antonio
introductions
Davis.
with the Huntsman of Bostwick. All right.
Huntsman of Bostwick. Nice to
I'm
meet you.
piecing it.
All right. Well, they're continuing to the southeast, and if you keep following them for long, you're going to be away for longer than an hour. Do you want to double back to the party?
Yep.
All right. So the hunters will wave farewell to you, and they continue to the southeast while you dash back up the road. So after the appointed hour, you arrive with the rest of the party waiting at the crossroads, and Abforth has not returned. So what do you guys decide to do?
Well, I tell them about heading west, and the hunters are fairly
went
certain
south.
that he was headed west.
I say we should probably head west and maybe try to catch up to him halfway.
All right.
And if we get there and he's not there, then we'll be like, oh, well, maybe there was a problem, and then we can go looking further.
I mean, it's fine with me. Either we wait for him to come back, or we just head that way and hopefully run into him, right? But
Yeah. But I mean, he went west, so we know
Let's
if
leave
he
a.
went.
I'll leave a mark here and let him know that we're headed west,
Yeah,
just in case he doubles back and we miss him. He's a very sneaky fellow.
All right then. When you guys travel
He'll find
west,
us.
you'll arrive in that area I described, the edge of the forest by the Bostwick Road, and you'll find the crude knoll totem that I described. Although it's got graffiti on it now that says that Harry Jack was here over some abyssal writing. Can anybody read abyssal?
I can.
All right.
It also says
Open up.
Hobbit's rule, by the way.
It also says Hobbit's Rule.
Can I still see it, even though it's like see what the words are?
It'll be quite difficult to read because it's been painted over, but if you make a really good investigate, you might be able to
Well,
figure it out.
I'd have to do a comprehend languages. You guys
Well,
have time? Do
Professor
you think we
speaks
can?
Abyssal without anybody needing to
Yeah,
comprehend
I
it.
understand
Oh,
Bissell
okay.
without.
Never mind.
I'll do an investigation roll.
Okay.
I have a +3.
Morkan says, "I'll assist you with this."
Of course he does.
A 23 on the second roll.
And Morkan rolls a I guess I'm gonna give him a +5.
Oh,
I
that's-
know it's more than that, but I can't remember what it is.
All right. It's
Yeah,
hard to
It's
tell,
a nat
but
20 on advantage, so.
it looks sort of like it says Risnail Rafrixioi Dixiadyig, which means Bostwick Bugbear territory.
Yeah, see, I don't understand this proper noun very first, but this is someone's territory. Bugbear territory.
And then we're on the right path.
This letter here is a B, so maybe Bostwick?
Makes sense, yeah.
I like how you role played that, Professor.
Well, I wouldn't know how a proper noun translates.
I know, that's why I liked how you
Oh,
role
thank you.
played that.
All right, I'm going to come back to Dr. Abforth. Dr. Abforth, traveling further west, right?
Yeah, I'm following the small pony tracks, knowing that it is a mount that hobbits often use because they are small enough to accommodate us and still make good time.
All right. So it's not raining yet, but there are storm clouds on the horizon, and the wind picks up a bit, and the forest begins to creak and groan. The leaves begin to rustle furiously with every breeze. You're going to enter into a part of the forest where there's a huge boulder in the middle of an area. And around the boulder, you sort of see some signs, some markings of maybe like somebody left some marks on the boulder. Do you want to go investigate?
A boulder.
Oh yeah, I'm the most stealthy rogue there's ever been going to investigate that. boulder.
Okay, so you sneak up to the boulder as careful and stealthy as you can. So at
And
your cautious approach, there's suddenly an ear-splitting squeal from the nearby bushes. And there's a whole bunch of violent activity, and the bushes are like shaking violently suddenly.
I take both of my actions to dash into a nearby hiding place and hide and
Okay.
watch.
Occasionally, you hear a snort, and the bushes shake a bit.
Professor,
I called it.
Right.
I keep watching.
Nothing ever emerges from the bushes, but occasionally they do rustle, and you hear a snorting noise.
I take I have rations in my bag, but I don't think it would be like meat. I take out my wand of mephits and I summon a smoke mephit,
All right.
and I tell it to go over there and investigate the bushes.
All right. The little imp appears, manifesting out of smoke, and takes on the little form of a tiny humanoid. He's gonna look at you, listen to your commands, and then he'll scamper off into the bushes. There's a big commotion, and suddenly a bunch of boar One giant boar and 5 smaller baby boar come charging out of the bushes in all sorts of
That's
directions.
weird.
Can you use a react? Can I take an action? It's not a reaction. It's an action, actually.
What do you want to do?
Have it cast Cinder Breath. 15-foot of cone of smoldering ash. Each creature in the area must succeed a DC 10 Dex save or be blinded until the end of the next turn of the method.
Hmm. So from where the method is and the creatures are scattering out from him in a bunch of directions, you can probably only catch 2 of them in it.
I'll aim for the mom or the adult mainly.
All right.
So it's just a DC 10 Dex save or they're blind for until its next turn. I don't know if we're actually in turns, but for a few seconds.
Ooh, a 3. Blind.
Alright, and then I pick up, Absforth picks up a rock and throws it in the opposite direction of which way I want to go.
Okay, so creating a distraction, it's blind, and then you're going to move in the other direction.
Yeah, I'm hopefully, while it's blind, it'll hear the distraction and kind of charge in that direction, then I'm going to go investigate.
Okay. So things go crazy. The method is freaking out a bunch of boar that were digging for truffles in the bushes nearby. They go scattering all over the place. The method cackles. There's a bunch of hissing noises all of a sudden. And then, so you go over to the, there's a bunch of wildlife here. You go over to the giant boulder.
There's a bunch of snakes too.
Yes, there's a bunch of snakes in the bushes.
Alright, cool.
So they got a
Snakes and
gun?
boars fighting for truffles.
Okay, what you find on the
Nice.
stone, signs of humanoids. They've marked the stone. They don't seem super recent. They're tribal markings. They're in abyssal, and they read, Nikrax vir as Didix Raf Riz Ip Bostwick.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm gonna vandalize this one as well. Scratch it all out and say Harry Jack is the man.
Okay.
Hobbits rule. And then I'm gonna try to suck the method back up into the wand.
Okay. You absorb the method back into your wand.
Was that roll his strength check, by the way?
No, I
Is
was
that-
rolling. I was rolling a couple reaction rolls for the snakes and for the boars.
Got you. It has to. If it passes a DC strength 10 strength check, it can resist.
What, the blindness?
No, the method can resist being pulled into the wand.
Oh.
It has a -2 on strength
He gets a 12
with the -2.
with the -2. Yeah.
Okay, well I'll have to wait a turn before I can try to suck him back up again. I curse under my breath and start walking back down the path with the wand aimed at it, trying again at the
Alright.
next chance I get.
The method's gonna cling to the bushes and giggle.
It gets bit by a snake. Well, I guess you can just keep rolling that save because I'm gonna keep trying to suck it up as I'm running away.
Yeah, you'll get it eventually.
Okay. About 60% of the time.
Well, what's the range on that? Is it line of sight? I forget.
It doesn't say. It just says as an action.
Yeah, I think it's line of sight.
if I
maybe.
wait if I just wait a minute, he becomes unsummoned and the wand regains the method at full health. So I'm just gonna wait a minute. He
Okay.
can do whatever he wants.
That works too.
Yeah, and then I just go back and retrace my steps. Oh wait, whoa. Tiny pony tracks. Where are they at?
The tiny pony tracks continue to the west.
To the west. Okay. Confident that I'm on the right track. I've missed that somehow, and but I just know, and I'm going back to the party.
He got a little more confident and stopped covering his tracks quite as much once he got far off the road. So
I
now
see.
there's just some obvious pony tracks. It is fairly muddy out here. It has been raining a lot for weeks and weeks and weeks, as Razor pointed out. So that pony leaves some
Yep.
tracks.
Hopefully we can keep finding them as we go along. But yeah, I'll take the time to meet back up with the party, head back, retrace my steps.
All right. You guys are traveling west when you spot Dr. Abforth emerging to regroup with the party.
I'll wave, and then I'll
Up, little man.
seeing friendly faces. I'll pull out my pop and smoke.
You're alive.
So what's the word? Antonio said we should be heading west. You know, people he talked to and everything. West seems to be the way, so we headed west.
I'll lift your foot up very forceful, like put a lot of effort into trying to lift your heavily mailed boot foot, plate boot, you know, and I'll point to like half of your foot covering half of a pony track. You know what I'm saying? Like you stepped right on it, and I'll point further down the road. I'll say, this is a hobbit transportation method if I've ever seen one, and I'll say we need to keep going this way.
Sounds good to me.
So I'll nod at Antonio and say, good deduction.
Yeah, I found some hunters. The hunters of Bostwick.
Oh, so someone
They,
just told you. I'm less impressed.
Yeah, I made friends. Cheese.
I'm gonna turn to Boswick and say, do you have any idea what we can expect from a tribe of bugbears out here, hostile? You know, and what are we getting ourselves into?
Murder.
Murder.
Fair enough. I guess I was thinking more along the lines of traps, signs of ambushes, things like that.
Probably not.
I mean,
They're really like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're really forward. They're very blunt.
Okay. Fair, yeah. You've been that since I've met you, so okay, well, I guess we press forward then.
now I don't proselytize very often, but there's two sides to this coin, and both are good. We defeat the bugbears, we get to send them to the Raven Queen. We die to the bugbears, we get to go to the Raven Queen. It's win-win.
You get
Nod.
to go to the Raven Queen.
No, he said we. It was correct. Me and him.
Okay.
I like raves.
Don't let me in that. I respect everybody's right to worship who they please, but
I nod.
Moradin will have nothing to do with the Raven Queen.
No, I'll go to Valhalla instead. If I fight in battle and die.
The Raven Queen plays a role in everyone's death, no matter what god you worship. She gets you through the gate.
Hmm.
Your god picks you up on the other side.
When you get to the afterlife, she's just throwing a wild EDM party, passing out small pills.
Whip
I
off.
she's
don't
the
know as much
Raven
about the
Queen.
Raven Queen as I thought.
She's
but
Raven.
That's wow. Too clever for me, I'm out.
I didn't catch
Fuck
that
this
either.
shit,
That's
I'm out.
actually hilarious. The Raven Queen.
I'ma
The
go.
Raven
I'ma
Queen
go
is
now.
raving. Yeah, that's funny.
I'ma go.
All right, so you guys travel west. You're gonna eventually come to the scene of the boulder. So it's clearing. There's a bunch of bushes on the far side.
I'll warn everyone of the truffle hunting pigs and what sounded like several snakes in the bushes.
No, they are long gone. Those pigs went elsewhere when that smoke method came out. They took off running. So did the snakes when they almost got trampled.
Cool.
Although they can't run, so they slithered away at a high speed.
Snakes
Yeah.
with feet. I like it.
So
Wait,
this
aren't those just
boulder,
salamanders?
this boulder has writing on it, and it said Harry Jack. What was it?
Is the best or something. I don't give a
Harry
fuck.
Jack's the best. Bugbears suck, something like that.
Yeah,
What?
Hobbits rule. It
Hobbits
says
rule.
Hobbits rule.
Hungry
Hobbits
yeah.
rule.
Jack
Bugbear
definitely
suck.
went this way. Look, there's his name. I thought he was Hungry Jack.
I'll snicker over my back. Like I turned.
Although that Hungry
Doesn't make
Jack
sense.
graffiti seems to be covering some other writing that you can't quite make out.
Maybe it's a trap. If he's leading us this way, maybe he's already watching us.
I'll point out that maybe hobbits just rule.
Why would somebody that's trying to stealthily
That doesn't
sneak
sound right.
away leave a clear and blatant mark of where they are?
I mean,
Doesn't
I
make
think
sense.
it's obvious.
Like I said, I think it's a
Personally,
trap.
that I
Cockiness.
think hobbits rule, guys. And you'll see me wink at you.
I don't get it.
I'll pull out
Everyone
a piece of
has their
chalk
own opinion.
and I'll hold it up in the air.
Ah, I get it.
Hobbits rule because they have
I
chalk.
really do think we should be very careful, though. This
I'll
Hungry
face palm.
Jack guy, he's going to lay a trap, I think.
I'll
Yes,
face palm and
yes,
say, Bostwick,
Antonio.
I did it.
You're right. We will be very careful.
Bugbears are stronger.
I'll say I did it. I was trying to make them think he did it so that they'll be mad at him.
Wait, so Hungry Jack didn't come this way?
No, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. This is in character, by the way. Absforth is freaking out.
There are some tracks heading west, though.
Oh.
I think what he's trying to
Well,
say,
why don't you just say
Antonio, is
that?
that he is a person of the Hobbit type, and so is this Hungry Jack fellow. So
Fuck's
in a
Harry Jack.
sense, they are the same person. That's what
Maybe
you're
he's
trying
hungry
to
and
say,
hairy.
isn't it, Abforth?
You're
Maybe-
Hungry Jack?
I'll
Maybe
nod.
he's only Hungry Jack when he's hungry, and when he's not hungry, he's Hairy Jack.
Oh my god.
Ah, yes. That makes
You're not
sense.
yourself.
I hate
It's all
this
clear
movie
now.
so much sometimes.
I'm gonna grab the piece of chalk that Barker held up, and I'm gonna go right. Bostwick was here.
Well, I'm pretty hungry myself, so maybe we should follow Hungry Jack.
I'll just nod. Over it. Not arguing.
We feed him. Does he become Harry Jack?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll just say I'll point out the tracks. Just follow me
He's
and
like a
shut up.
chia pet.
Okay, so
I don't know what that is, but it sounds funny.
you guys follow some
I saw it in a
tracks.
dream sometime.
You travel west for what must be at least 45 minutes to an hour, through the wilderness, over hill and dale.
Do you guys think this Hungry Jack has a restaurant or something?
Yeah, it's called Harry Jack's.
Ah,
Oh, that makes more sense.
clever name.
The sun never quite comes out. The weather is overcast and gray, threatening a stormy, rainy day. The humidity seems quite high. Despite the nip in the air, you can feel the moisture as well, making everything feel clammy. The forest is full of chirping bugs, dotted with large rocks. The forest has grown over and around, creating trenches covered in moss wherever light can reach down in between the rocks. There's thick, thorny vines growing everywhere. So, unlike the regular bushes that have been in the previous area, this part of the terrain is covered in these thorn bushes. It looks like it's going to require a certain amount of bushwhacking. So, who wants to make an athletics check to hack their way through here? You're gonna need a slashing weapon of some kind.
We all look at the bugbear with a sword bigger than all of us.
I'm gonna whip out my glaive, and I'm gonna use the glaive for more reasons than one. But
All right.
I'm gonna use it to start cutting down the bushes.
You go to work, chopping through these thick thorn bushes.
28 to athletics.
Hell yeah. All right. So you're making quick work. You're a bugbear lawnmower, just carving a path through these 6 or 7 feet tall bushes covered in inch-thick spikes. And as you're cutting through, there's suddenly a scream from up ahead as a small voice screams in common, "No kill! Stop cut! No kill!"
I keep cutting the branches.
Okay.
Perhaps Barker might want to go ahead. I mean,
As you're cutting through the branches, you can see that ensnared in the branches up ahead, directly in your path, is a small goblin who has become ensnared. The inch-long spikes of the thorn bushes are gouging into his clothing and his flesh and his hair, and he is completely entangled. And
It's Nug Nug.
his eyes are wild, and his body is gaunt, as if he's been stuck here for a while and has been starving, and has started to go mad with the torture of it all. But he protests that you're about to cut him up, and wants you to stop.
I ask Boswick to hold on for just a second.
With great precision, I cut him loose.
No.
You cut, and rather than cut through the goblin, you cut him free from his bonds. All right, the goblin looks up at you with adoring eyes suddenly, and he's gonna clutch at your calf, at your boot, and say, "Oh, thank you."
I look over. I look over at Abforth because he was wanting to say something.
I just wave my hand. You continue.
All right, he's going to say that his name is Geeblix, and he owes you a debt, and he's going to beg you for food.
I just pull out a big sack of rations and start eating them slowly, making direct eye contact with him.
He will immediately try to snatch those out of your hand. He makes a grab at it. He rolls a 4. He misses.
I punch him in the face. Tell him these are mine.
All right. He sulks, and then he cries and he says, so hungry, trapped for days."
Okay, I'm gonna.
Thought I trade you
Let Boswick do it.
information.
It's his goblin.
No.
He cut him free. It's his little slave boy.
That's what I'm gonna make him. I'll tell him that if you swear servitude to me, then I will supply you with rations.
"Who is you?"
Consider it repaying your debt. My name is Boswick.
"Master Bostwick, of course, of course." He nods his head emphatically.
I give him a big old hunk of just like meat, a big old leg of some hog meat or something that I got.
I'd like to insight check him when I hear that.
Well, he's immediately going to eat the meat. Who are you insight checking?
The goblin, when he said he would.
Are you
He
guys
agreed to
speaking
serve.
common or are you guys speaking goblin?
Either I can speak common or goblin.
I know.
Well, the
That's why I'm
goblin
asking.
spoke common at first, so I assume we're still in common unless they switched.
Or
Seems like he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm kind of sitting back. I'm not the biggest fan of goblins, but you know, I did have a friend named. Oh wait, never mind. That's a different game. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back like and keep an eye on this little goblin. For some reason, I thought Nug Nug was like a past character. You said it earlier.
Yeah, I said it's Nug Nug whenever he said it's a goblin. I was just.
Yeah. Like no, but it like went through to me like, oh yeah, cool. I guess I got to be kind of okay with goblins.
Okay. After eating the chunk of meat, he's going to look around for something to drink, and then he's gonna beg you for a water skin.
I'm just gonna like drink. You know, I'm gonna have my mug of long brew and I'm drinking it so profusely it's just like dripping down my beard and shit. Kind of like Abforth was doing with the rations.
The goblin's tongue
With the
hangs
long
out.
brew.
His lips are dry and parched.
Oh god.
Please, Daddy, fill
Little
my
beard
mouth.
beer.
Give
Little
him
beard
a-
drip.
Give him a
Ask
sip of
him.
water.
I hold up a full water skin, and I'll say, "This is yours if you saw another hobbit."
Giblix thinks about it and shakes his head and says, "No, Hobbit, sorry."
I cut
Insight
the
check.
water bag open.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
I haven't rolled a dice in a while. It's been a minute.
Simply cut the bag open and let him watch the water spill out onto the ground.
13.
Seems like he was telling the truth. He's going to roll on the ground and cry and say he's been trapped for days in thorn bushes. He saw no hobbit.
Did he hear anything that was like a pony?
I trust him.
I
I
was
go to
just
hand him a
bored.
water.
Maybe he didn't
I'll
see
let
it,
him
but
get
maybe he
some
heard
water.
it.
He'll say only bugbears in forest.
Bugbears, you say?
I'll let him have some of my water skin.
Weakness.
All right. He drinks the entire water skin, the whole thing, drinks it dry, and then
Ooh, you were a thirsty little one.
he'll wipe his arm across his broken lips, and then he'll hand the empty thing back to you.
Can I inspect the trap that he got cut out of? Sorry to interrupt.
It wasn't really a trap. There were like thorn bushes, like everywhere.
He just got tangled in some natural thorn bushes.
He fell into them and he became trapped, and he couldn't get out.
I want to ask him where he was coming from.
He'll say that he and a few other goblins live in this area. They have to be real secretive, though. Dangerous bugbears. Very powerful. Very dangerous.
Well, no, there's no bugbears that more
do you say?
dangerous than this one. You're lucky he's being nice to you.
Once Gieblic's tribe was quite large. Bugbears ate them all.
Of course they
Goblins
did.
don't taste very good. That doesn't make any sense.
Survival of the fittest, my friend.
Sounds like a weak tribe to me if they prey on goblins.
Weak? No, no. Bugbears eat everything. Ravenous they are.
I mean,
Only the weak ones. I'm just gonna downplay all the other bugbears because I know they're pussies.
All right, so you've got yourself a follower. He's a CR 1/4 goblin. He's
I'll
got
try to
no
pick up-
equipment.
I'll try to pick up the tracks again. Probably don't though.
I'm just like, how did this dude not hear or see any tracks? Man, this hairy,
Yes.
hungry Jack.
he has 2 hit points. He's down 1 from the thorns.
Right?
It
give him-
looks like you could re-find his trail beyond the thorn bushes here.
Be careful
Awesome.
with that one, boss. So goblins are not trustworthy.
Hey, Kev.
Hey.
Can you confirm my phone number for me? I'm gonna type it to you and make sure this is right. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of.
What do you mean? Oh,
I'm
like
trying
make
to
sure it's the
reset.
right number?
Yeah, I'm trying to reset my verification number for Google
Yeah,
from my old phone to this one. I
I
don't want
got
to put
you.
in the wrong number. And I can't exit off the screen. It keeps resetting the page whenever I try to look at my about info and get my number. Is that right?
706. No, where'd you
Oh,
put
no,
it?
no, no, we're on stream, bro. We're on stream. I don't want to say it out loud.
Please don't. So guys, Geeblix is an NPC. He knows things about the forest. Do you have any specific questions for him?
I'd like
If-
to ask him if he knows his way around here.
He does.
Can you be our guide?
For Bostwick, for Master Bostwick, anything.
Thank you.
I say, of course he'll guide us.
Bostwick's a big deal. His name's all over these signs around here.
Have you told us your story yet, Bostwick, or do we not know that?
No,
Okay.
nobody's
that's
really
fine.
asked or figured it out.
I'll nod and
Mm-mm.
say, it's either a large coincidence or our man's famous and he hasn't told us.
And yet
I
nobody's heard of me.
I'll just shrug. Oh. I deal with old stuff, not live stuff.
I figured he'd tell us when he's ready.
Yeah,
Never made sense to me.
everybody's
asked
got
about it
their
before.
thing. Can I get this piece injected
Which one?
so I can like do the health and stuff with it? This one here on.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, you got a new piece?
Apparently. Apparently Krius made me some new Kazanliers with like different stances and just
All
like
right,
put them on my
so
table.
I'll inject measured movement.
Christ.
Player controls character. How many hit points?
44 out of 44. Or yeah, 44 is my.
Do you want
Max.
resources?
No, I don't need any. I don't have any. If I have like a, some type of shield or something on me, I could add it, but it's rare.
You have spell slots.
I do. Is that something that shows on there?
That's what I use mine for, but I only have 2 spell slots, so.
All right, that should
Oh,
be
the
right.
blue 2 out of 2. Cool. I like that.
You're gonna have to edit it a little bit, lift it up, all
Yep.
that good stuff.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. So Geeblix stands nearby, hopping up and down with excitement that he's been freed. He's gonna rub all the thorn injuries he's got. He has lost a few hit points from being stuck in those bushes and starving for days.
Sure, he'll recuperate.
He's gonna spit on his wounds and rub mud into them.
Do you guys remember how I'm sorry. Do you remember how to bring up the menu on the bar? I hate to interrupt.
Right click the color, the
You have to
right in the perfect spot. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have to do
Weird.
the
Potato?
plus from the menu, I think.
Look at that, Bostwick. He fits right in with you. Savage. A little
Oh.
dirt don't hurt.
Only the strong survive out here.
I believe it.
Giblix is confused. No, this method. The shaman show me. Spit on, put mud on. Good spirits from mud make wound get better.
I don't know about that.
In especially bad case, must pee on wound.
I'll nod and I'll unzip my pants and start peeing on the goblin.
He nods in approval and starts to like rub his hair like he's in a shower.
I say, open your mouth so you can drink some of it. It helps a lot.
All right, this is going down a disturbing path. Things happen that should go unspoken. What do you guys do next?
I continue peeing on the goblin. Oh wait, we're not supposed to speak about that. I'm sorry.
We don't talk
I'm
about
not very good at this game, it seems. I'm at, hey Kev, I'm buying some more K-cups. They should be here by the time we get back from our trip.
That's
See,
fine. Yeah, no problem.
I just kill people I don't like. I feel like
Better,
this is
honestly.
worse.
This is worse. This is way
I like
worse.
the spotted coffee better than the K-pods.
I don't think it works that way.
This is way worse. I'm so sorry.
This doesn't feel right.
All right, so you've got some tracks headed west. Do you guys want to move to the next area?
I want to move away from whatever the hell that just was as
Okay.
fast as I can.
Good
Yeah.
call. Good call, yeah. That's a good choice.
So you guys are traveling west, and while you're walking through the forest, Neblix is going to get a little bit nervous, and he's going to say, "Which way do you go, Bostwick?"
Which way?
Do I still see the tracks that I was following?
This bad way to go. Should not go this way.
Why?
This is the direction where the bugbears live.
The bugbears, you say?
The
Is there still a track?
the ones that ate my tribe. Yeah, the
How
tracks.
many are there?
The tracks do still head in that direction.
How
many do they
that's a good
number?
question.
All right. Nebelix is going to say. He's going to say that the bugbears are numerous, and he's going to hold up all of his fingers, and then he's going to flop down on his ass, and he's going to hold up all of his toes, and then he's going to think about it for a second, and then he's going to grab all of your. He's going to grab your feet as well, and try to like grab your hands.
20?
Well, like with his hands and feet, he's got 20 there, and he's going for yours as well, and that would be like 40. And then he keeps trying to get more hands and feet so he can get up to the number he's trying to get to, but
Seems like there's a lot of bugbears.
yeah, there's a lot of bugbears. He doesn't know how to count though.
He's like 1, 3, shoo.
What's their leader's name?
Zombie Lord.
Zombie Lord? Not
He-
a bugbear's name.
Zombie Lord. He says Raffers Nikrax Vir.
Something's going on here.
All right, so knowing Abyssal, Razor would have heard Big Boss Zombie Lord, but spoken in Abyssal.
Yeah, I think that might be the Bostwick guy from the signs.
Here, I'll just I'll pop it into the TTS chat
Maybe.
there. Raffers Nikrax Vir, the Big Boss Zombie Lord.
Was that title also on the signs though? With in
Oh,
Abyssal?
it was painted over. You couldn't see it, but it did
Ah.
say that. Only Abforth saw it, and he couldn't read it.
Zombie Lord. Bugbear tribe. Zombie bugbears eating goblins. Get it? They're eating the goblins because they're zombies.
Zambers.
Zombie bugbears.
Sounds
Well,
about right.
that is not under the Raven Queen's book of allowed things. I mean, undeath is a spit in the face to death.
Yeah.
We gotta take care of these zombie bugbears.
Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly.
Hearing you say that reminds me that I probably shouldn't use the staff I have.
Giblix is going to think for a minute and say, "Oh, Zombie Lord, command army of zombie, untouchable in battle. He command his pack, cultish religious fervor for demon lord Yinogu. His blade said to be cold as winter wind. Arrows bounce off him."
Yeah, but giant swords don't.
So he knows a bunch of the legends of the Zombie Lord, the leader of the Bugbear pack, and he knows that their tribe is numerous.
Probably from numerous tribes.
Yeah, sometimes if there's like one especially powerful leader, he can command a bunch of smaller tribes into like one larger force.
I don't have the staff in my inventory. Is it listed as something else that I wouldn't recognize?
It's an unidentified +1 quarterstaff for now.
Okay.
Might be called like a rod. I think it was actually called a
He
rod.
said
Though.
Yes,
quarterstaff,
it is.
So yeah.
It
It
is
is
considered
it's
a
called
rod,
a rod.
but it looks like, if you didn't
Got
know
you.
it was a magic
Got you.
rod, you'd say, oh, it's just a quarterstaff.
Got you.
Maybe a little on the short side, a little more decorative than your typical wooden one.
That's what she said.
If you got skulls on the end of your rod, that's it's gonna cause
It's
some
very
shock.
metal.
It's very metal.
Very metal. That's metal.
All right, the tracks lead west. Do you continue on? You are continuing on, right? Giblix was talking to
Yeah.
you while you were walking.
I
So
asked the group if they would
Yep.
like me to scout ahead, or if we're just gonna continue together, because either way's fine.
Yeah, let's get it.
all right.
You, that's
You're
probably a
moving-
good idea.
You're
Do you
moving
want
to
help?
the west when Giblix is going to run out in front and say, wait, Bostwick. Trap ahead.
A trap.
I look to Absforth.
I'm not good with these things, but I'll
He's-
try.
He's going to try to explain that it's a goblin hunting trap. It's a deadfall. It's not very complex. If you know where it is, you can avoid it.
I'll ask him to point it out so I can avoid it.
He's going to say, my tribe here, nearby. Me no want go. Me no want go where Bugbear go. Me stay here.
Tell you what.
Nailed it.
Tell you what. Go ahead and show us where your tribe is, and whenever we defeat these bugbears, we'll come back for you with a very interesting proposition.
All right. Well, he whispers to just Bostwick that there's like a small cave that's a little bit to the northeast of where the deadfall is here, where he says just a few of his surviving tribe mates live in seclusion, hiding away from the bugbears that ate most of the rest of the tribe.
Okay.
But he doesn't trust these other ones. They've been very suspicious the whole time.
I haven't been suspicious. I've been nice to him. I gave him water.
Well, Bostwick
Fuck
is the
that
one that
guy.
cut him out. Bostwick is a monster as well, so he doesn't trust those adventurers. But another monster, he can
Ooh.
trust that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
bugbears tend to enslave
Okay.
hobgoblins and goblins alike.
And he can tell the difference in the paint that you're not one of their tribe because you're not a zombie and you're not wearing
Yep.
any of the tribal paints of the zombie tribe.
Yup, I'm not a zombie tribe.
And he also knows that like opposing bugbear tribes don't always get along, so he could probably trust you a lot more than those other ones.
Especially because they're zombies. Never trust a zombie. They'll eat your brains.
You have more
Words
than
of
one?
wisdom.
All right, so Geeblix is
shit.
going to make sure
2
you
whole
avoid
brains.
the deadfall trap, and he'll wave goodbye to you, and then he reunites with his goblin friends in the hidey hole there.
Mm. Great. So, onward to slay more bugbears, huh? Some zombie bugbears.
All right, you come across a stream that's a little ways past where the goblin hidden base is, and because it's raining further up into the mountains, there's a bunch of flash flood water that has washed down through here, and if there were tracks along this route, they must have been washed away. So you lose the trail for a bit, and you're going to have to roll to search for it again beyond that point once you find a good spot to cross the stream. All right,
I made
15.
my roll already. We can do if we need to do anything else for like finding our way across. That's fine too.
No, it's not that hard. There's a few spots where it's not deep and you can get across. All right, so traveling further west, it starts to rain a bit. There's birdsong and buzzing insects in the air. You come across a grove of trees overgrown with more thorn bushes. There is a single deer trail that allows easy passage, but not in every direction. It kind of goes in a direction diagonal to where you really want to get to. But it seems like the trail that you were following is definitely going to follow that easier deer path rather than hack its way through.
Yeah.
All right. So if you continue to follow that trail, the rain gets even worse. Now there's a brutal driving rain pouring down on the area. The forest here is crawling with slimy critters making wet noises.
Yum.
The forest here feels corrupted. Many of the trees are blighted with reddish vines and seem to be dying. The fast-moving stream of floodwaters is, there's like a tributary here as well. So you encounter several of these streams that you have to ford. You're going to get your boots quite wet crossing some of these places.
Okay.
I'm gonna use control. Is it more than 5 feet across?
You arrive at, like the third one that you come to is too big to easily cross. It's going to require some checks.
Okay, is it more than 10 feet across?
Yeah, there's several large stones that you could hop from rock to rock to get across it, but there's a lot of fast-flowing water in between with about
Is
5
it more
foot.
than 10 feet deep?
There's 5 foot 5 foot gaps between the rocks, and it's at least 5 feet deep of very fast-moving water.
Okay. Is it easy to get to the first rock?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll jump on the first rock and can use control water in a 5-foot cube in front of me between the 2 rocks and make it split to either side.
All
So
right.
that if you fall off the rock, there's just an empty spot there instead of a bunch of fast-moving water.
All right. That'll make it a bit safer, I guess. You can just land in some mud.
And I'll wait for everybody to cross, then I'll cross last and do the next section as we go across.
Okay. What you're doing here has attracted some attention.
As you would imagine, it's pretty impressive.
An audience gathers.
Do they clap? Do I hear applause?
All right. While you're trying to cross, something happens. Let me look up stats here for a second.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
You come across piranhas.
Piranhas.
Hmm. Let's see. Who are they going to target? Probably Bostwick. All right, Bostwick, I'm going to need a save from you.
Well,
All right.
I think it's a wisdom save.
Ew. A wisdom
Oh
save?
boy.
I'm very wise. Ew, that's a 7.
The wise bugbear.
All
I'm
right.
so wise.
So, you're getting ready to hop across when suddenly... All right, the world suddenly becomes very surreal, and everything sort of distorts and stretches, and the gap between the stones seems longer, but you manage to maintain your footing. But everything has gone weird suddenly. But then you
Okay.
snap out of it.
So I'm tripping balls.
And you feel like you were under some sort of magical effect for a moment there, but you beat it.
Okay.
Let's see. Would they do anybody else? All right. When that didn't work, there's another one that comes in. Roll another wisdom save.
Okay. That is just exactly the same roll. 7.
7.
Unlucky.
I have to look up another spell here. 1 second. Oh, I should get some forest ambience going too.
The rain noise in
Oh.
tabletop is actually really peaceful.
It really
Yeah, I
is.
bet.
I'm enjoying it.
Like one of them videos that helps you sleep, you know, just like rain pattering on the roof and shit.
Yep.
All right. This one doesn't actually require a save. All right. So somewhere further to the south in the forest, suddenly there's like several lantern lights of maybe creatures are approaching from the shadows from the forest to the south. You see 4 torch-sized lights moving in this direction.
Torch-sized lights. So I see some torches.
You can't quite make out who's holding those lanterns, but there's 4 light sources coming at you from the south, from the dark forest. All right, so
everybody else?
Bostwick suddenly felt weird, and then you guys see something coming towards you
So
from the south. What do you guys want to do?
Some weird's going on. Like I don't feel good.
I say it's probably best not to get stuck on like in the middle of a river on some rocks while stuff's coming at us. So we should either go back or keep going, but do either one of them quick.
Okay. Do you want to finish getting
Uh,
across then?
I'll look at the rest of the party.
You could
Sure.
just hop across now at this point. That was the only interrupt I had there, so if that didn't work right away. So Bostwick,
Those
after
were
you
kinda committed, yeah, you know.
Bostwick, after you hop across to the other side, after about 6 seconds, who's closest to you, Bostwick? Probably Abforth, right?
Probably.
All right. So
Better
Bostwick, suddenly Abforth isn't there anymore. Instead, there's like a zombie lurching up out of the river to bite your ankles. Make an attack against it.
Attack.
Yeah, you don't get a choice. You have to attack it.
All right, I'm gonna kick at it, try to get it off me.
All right. So Abforth, Bostwick just
That's it.
tries to kick you in the face. He's rolling his attack here.
I rolled a 9, but I don't know what to add to it.
Strength mod.
Strength mod,
So 4, 9 plus 4.
You
13.
miss.
Proficiency, 15, 16.
Yeah, it's proficient.
Oh, that might hit.
It'd be unarmed, right?
Yeah, unless you have something special, it usually just does 1 damage plus your strength mod.
Yeah.
My AC is 20.
All right, so you easily avoid the kick.
My AC is not 20.
Okay, you're all across the river.
Buckler was listed. I'm sorry. My AC is 17. The buckler was listed as a 12 for some reason instead of a 2. Oh wait, no, that's the deck. My AC is a 20. Yeah, that's right.
Man, mine's 21. Holy shit.
Mine's 17.
Tanky boy. I have you
It's this
tanked with
buckler.
me.
It's this buckler I've got that makes me have such a high AC. I forgot.
Good buckler. What is
It's
it, +1 shield or something?
It's a buckler of shielding. Or let me see. It's good. It goes on my hand as well. It's a pine buckler. Gives me 1 AP. Light, parry, warn, so I can it doesn't propose any things, any disadvantages. I'm still trying to figure out how I got 20 AC though.
Yeah, it seems
Doesn't
like a
seem
lot.
right. It doesn't seem right.
So
let
in
me-
the armor section, what do you have for numbers?
3, 2, chain shirt, 3, buckler 2, plus it's my dex, plus 5 dex. That's 20.
Yeah, 10 and 10, 20. Makes sense. Okay, so you easily dodge the kick. Bostwick
I say,
seems to
"Oi."
be acting strange, and there's some lights coming your way. What do you guys do?
I slap Boswick back. I
Bostwick.
jump up in there and slap him.
The zombie lurching out of the river is slapping at you with its gross, disgusting clawed hands. You're hallucinating something fierce right now.
Hold on.
D20 plus.
Give me 1 sec. My dogs are barking.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
All right. I imagine, like, you slap him in the nuts. You are very short,
Yeah.
and he is very tall.
Yeah.
Well, when he gets back from his dog, he can make another wisdom save. Snap out of it! Whap, whap.
Did I hit him with a vicious mockery?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be like,
We're good.
I would be like, what are you doing, you dummy? You big dummy? What are you trying to hit Abforth? I hit him with a vicious mockery. Wisdom 14 save, Potato?
What?
Wisdom 14 save?
I have just attacked him. He needs to make the wisdom
Oh,
save
oh.
from that first, please.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I slapped
okay,
him.
cool.
I said it out loud. Ninja told me about it.
Wisdom save, huh?
Right in his ball sack.
It's not directly related to the slap. Technically, every turn he does get another save against it.
Oh, I thought if I did damage, he could get another save.
I rolled an 8.
It's good RP, though, at least.
You have disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay, so you were
That was
unable.
the-
I got real damage.
You were unable to see through the delusion. You have disadvantage on your next attack. The lights
I
from the
gotta roll
south
it.
get closer.
Well, I got to roll a wisdom check for Joe's attack now, don't I?
Right,
Because
yeah.
I was rolling one for Barker's attack.
Oh,
So second wisdom save.
15.
All right.
well, you saved.
His
Sweet.
mockery had no effect on you.
Too much chances of wisdom going on right now. I'm getting confused.
Right? Well, The next turn, you're going to recover a little bit. You see Abforth instead of a zombie. The zombie's nowhere to be seen, and now Abforth is back.
Okay, then I'm gonna
What
look
the
around.
hell
And be like,
just happened?
Where'd that zombie go?
you
There's
gotta-
a zombie here.
You got about 6 seconds of lucidity before you go back into madness and confusion.
That's not a zombie. It's Abforth.
So you just tried to kick me, you asshole.
There's a zombie here.
A big dummy.
Even if there were zombies, they wouldn't want you, you brainless oaf. Now let's go.
Mm.
I like to run up to him and cast resistance on him. Is that possible?
Sure.
Am I too far away? Oh
No,
wait, I can
that's
use my
fine.
mage hand to do it.
I mean, you're all in a group. You're right there next to each
Yeah.
other.
Okay. Cast resistance on him.
Okay. He gains resistance.
Ugh. Why is everything so wobbly?
Can I prepare myself to just like throw my shield in front of Abforth if he tries to attack him again?
Sure.
Hey Ninja,
I'm
I can't
not
find
really
the
sure.
max dex on a chain shirt for some reason.
Chain
Chain shirt
shirt
is-
doesn't have a limit. That one counts as light armor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Light armor never has limits. It's like whatever your dex is.
I'm not gonna lie, that rain is actually like really peaceful.
Medium
Yeah.
armor is where it's usually limited to 2, or if it's like masterwork or special in some way, maybe 3.
You might be thinking of chainmail, Professor, but I got a chain shirt on.
No, I'm wearing a chain
chainmail's
shirt.
heavier stuff, whereas the chain shirt is like the light shit. It's like in the Lord of the Rings where he's got that mithril mail on under his regular clothes.
Well, everything I look up for chain shirt doesn't even have a max dex listed.
Right, and it wouldn't. A lot of that is added homebrew shit.
Prof was saying in chat that it only has a +2 max, but no, it's not a +1. It's just a regular chain shirt. I don't know. I mean, I'm inclined to believe you because you know a lot more about this game than I do. And if that's the case, I'll change my AC.
I think I set it at 4 in my random generator. So if you want to put something, put 4.
As
Ow!
max AC? Or max dex?
Is it special? Is it like masterwork?
It is a masterwork.
Then it would be
If
5.
it's masterwork, that's the +1. That's why you have.
Oh. My bad. This
Yeah,
just says
so-
it's 33% reduced weight because it's masterwork.
Yeah, that's a different masterwork quality.
It does list max dex as 5 though on this
Uh,
description here
yeah, I
that
wonder.
you gave me from your generator.
I guess it's just got a second feature, a second extra thing. That's fine. Whatever. Where were we? The lantern lights move towards you even closer, ominously so. Suddenly, there's a bunch of baying wolves from various directions, howling wolves.
Mm.
Yeah. Now what do we do?
Bostwick, you get another wisdom save.
I get another wisdom save.
The D4.
Round 3 of confusion.
You said plus a D4.
Yep.
I guess I listed it too then, because if that's what it is, that's what it is.
I got 12.
With your +4?
Hmm?
That's with the +4?
Is it plus 4 or is it plus a D4?
Oh, plus a D4, sorry.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my D4, so it's 12 total.
All right. Bostwick suddenly begins running to the northwest at high speed.
This community wiki does say chain shirt is medium armor.
So it would only be a maximum of plus 2.
That's a +2 max. That's what it says.
You
here.
said Boswick just started sprinting?
The
to
ones that come out of my
northwest?
generator, though, say
Yep.
4.
Yeah, it's whatever Ninja says it is. I was just trying to clear up that.
Yeah. If it comes out of my generator, the generator that I built says 4.
It starts sprinting to the northeast.
Oh
I'm gonna
no!
sprint after him.
As
You're never gonna
he
get
tries to
me.
start running, can I do my reaction to try to trip him?
You can't.
Knowing this was about to go sideways fast as fuck, I roll stealth.
What do I do? Do I do an unarmed strike?
You would try
Uh,
to grapple his legs.
Roll the
Oh,
hit.
okay.
Come at me, bro.
See if you can catch him with that. And if you can get him in a grapple, you've
21?
ended his movement.
You're never gonna catch me.
All right, so 21 catches him. You try to run to the
Okay.
northwest, but suddenly Joe dabs around your legs like a football tackle.
Okay.
You drag him through the
Hmm.
mud for several miles.
All right.
I don't know what's going on in your
Slow down.
confusion, in your hallucination, but suddenly you're being held back, and you really need to get somewhere fast.
I cast what do you call it? Resistance on him again, and then hit him with a bardic inspiration, like hush, little baby, don't say a word.
Joe is gonna buy me a mockingbird.
So now you have a D4 and a D.
I'll since I was chasing as soon as Antonio tackles, I'll just like jump on top of him.
All right, so he's being dogpiled. The baying wolves
hold him
get
down.
even closer. The lantern lights grow even closer from the forest.
Since me and Razor are alone finally, and it's are you following them, Razor?
Nah.
Okay, since me and Razor are alone finally, I'll go pss, pss, and I'll show him to my hiding spot, and then I'll pull the staff out there, or the rod out that I found, and I say, "Does this seem evil to you?"
I mean, it's kind of metal. It's got
Yeah, but
those
the
skulls on the end.
skulls. I found it in that cursed church. I didn't tell anybody else, by the way, so it's kind of between you.
I forget which god was that church to?
Nurgle.
Nurgle, yeah, Nurgle. It's a Nurgle church, so I don't know, but this seems pretty important, and I'd like to find out what it does at the very least. You think you could help with that, maybe secretly?
Sure.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, totally. We can do that.
If nothing else, it'll make another good sacrifice, I think.
Maybe.
Aren't powerful magic items, regardless of what they do, considered a good sacrifice? I mean, I don't know.
Probably.
At least where it was would matter, in my opinion.
So,
So I
one
don't
of
know.
the bonuses on the list is that it's you're sacrificing something of an opposed alignment. So if you were like a holy person and you sacrifice an evil artifact, that counts to get that bonus as like the opposed alignment destruction.
I say
That'd probably work.
I just don't really want the rest of the party to not have it for reasons. I think I was thinking of maybe even trying to trade it to this hobbit for the gems that we're after, because I know he's got one of those gems that unlock this thing, this dungeon we're trying to get into. Isn't that right? It's a door to a dungeon.
The Vault of Lauren
The vault.
Carr. It's a famous treasure vault that a drow rogue allegedly built that the birds of prey were hunting for. It's in the Underdark somewhere, and it requires 3 keys to get into it. You've never seen
They're
2 of those
all
keys,
different
but you
shapes, yeah.
definitely have seen the one that was a amulet around Winifred Baum's neck. A big hexagonal diamond necklace.
Which is now in the possession of Hungry Jack.
Harry Jack, got it.
Yes.
So I just nod and say, I was just kind of trying to keep this on the hush, I don't want everybody to know what I got at all times, because I don't fully trust our party. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Mm.
I get you. I mean, Nurgle's a pretty evil guy, but I mean, what's the worst this thing could do?
Yeah, and I figure maybe it's got like some powerful spell casting ability, if anything, like a bolt of like maybe like of touch, the necrotic touch thing that makes you melt. The things that those
Yeah.
the phantoms did, the whites, wasn't that what they're called?
That did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. But I just wanted somebody else to know I had it, so maybe I could get some help identifying. I don't really have many
Yeah.
contacts in that front.
Sure. I will assist in that.
I'll nod and I'll say, pipe, and I'll hand you my pipe if you want it.
Yeah.
And I'll look
Puff,
over at
puff,
the
pass.
I look over at those guys dogpiling on Bostwick and say, "What do you think's wrong with him?"
Probably mind control. I mean, he's a
well,
bugbear, so.
Those lanterns, huh? Probably a bad thing. We're probably about to have to fight. You think?
And the baying of wolves.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll figure it out when they get back.
Yeah, I'm debating how I'm going to take out large amounts of bugbears. They're pretty big and have a lot of hit points. I mean,
Yeah.
what are hit points?
What are hit points? They have a lot of vitality.
Yeah. They can take a beating and keep on fighting. It's
Hit points are the weak
Yeah.
points where you stab your sword in, right? That's where you hit them.
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Well, I'll do a thing real quick, and I'll take one of my rings off, and I'll pass it to you, and I'll
What's this
say it's a ring of fly, so maybe a height advantage will help you. I don't know. You can activate it once.
All
It'll
right.
let you fly for an hour.
Thanks.
Yeah, just give it back. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and squeeze it on.
All right.
It's
Probably
kind
a
of
little. You
tight.
might have to wear it on your toe. It's a
Yeah.
hobbit size.
Got a halfway down a pinky finger.
Meanwhile,
That'll work.
Bostwick's
enough.
going insane over here. Roll into the wisdom save, please.
With Bardic Inspiration and
With Bardic
Resistance.
Inspiration and Resistance.
Well, I'll let you know right now that I just got a natural 18.
Natural 18. Well,
Plus
that's
Save the Bardic Inspiration.
that's good because I rolled a 7 and that would have made you attack Jodab.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, like 22 without Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so you recover your senses, and suddenly you're not being held by a muck while running away from a tidal wave of fire demons. You're now standing over Jodab and Kazanlir, who are trying to hold you at bay from charging off into the dark forest. But at the same time, you're suddenly aware that there's a bunch of baying wolf noises and a bunch of light sources coming from the south.
Bostwick, what the hell is wrong with you, man? Like, we obviously have danger coming our way. Snap out of it, bruh. Bruh. Yeah, I say bruh.
Bruh. Bruh. Kind of look at you both, and I'm like, what just happened?
Where are we, Bostwick?
In the wood.
Okay. I don't know, man. You just start sprinting off in a direction after trying to drown Avforth back in the river. And not really sure, man. Start hearing these wolves come at us. Like, I better stop this fucking guy if we're gonna win this fight. That's all I know. You had a little episode there of some sort.
Huh. It's been some kind of weird magic. I don't know. It's like something took control.
Hmm.
Suddenly, all the baying wolves and the lights disappear, and it goes ominously quiet.
We need to group up because we're probably about to get ambushed.
Well, yeah, we're in a pretty bad position having to chase you down. So, yeah, I think we have to retreat and assess the situation. As long as you're not going to go sprinting off, running from tidal waves again.
Hopefully not.
You see a little small plume of smoke rising from a bush where Absworth and Razor are sitting and talking.
All right. Ooh. One of them failed stealth. Does anybody's passive beat a 12? I think a bunch of you can beat a 12.
Yeah.
I've never been clear on passive perception. It's 10 plus
Your
Your
perception
perception
modifier.
modifier.
Oh,
Whatever your perception
modifier?
says, you just said 10 plus.
13.
Just 10 plus your perception mod. Okay. 11. Even if I'm proficient, would I add 2?
It should be factored in if it's on the skills tab.
Yeah, it's your proficiency and your what is it? Wisdom. I
Well,
think?
I'm proficient with wisdom, but not perception.
Okay.
What does it say on
No.
perception on your character sheet?
1. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So 11. I got 13.
Okay.
Sorry, I've heard wisdom mod. Yeah, that's a little different. So
Bostwick, it was hard to detect, but your bugbear ears detect a bunch of high-pitched, distant laughter overhead.
Overhead. I look up.
All right, you look up. Hovering high above you, there are 4 giant hornets. Each of these giant hornets is rather unusual because it's laden with tiny saddlebags.
Hornets with saddlebags.
Hornets with saddlebags. All right. Sitting atop one of the hornets, suddenly a pixie becomes visible and points and says, "This one's noticed."
I nudge Kef.
who's
Kaz in there. I nudge Kaz in there.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Bostwick.
You can see me looking up.
Holy shit! Can I see him
All right.
as well, even with 11 passive perception?
Well, your passive doesn't matter if you're making an active roll.
Okay.
If he says, "Hey, there's something up there," and then you make a roll, if it's good enough, you'll see him. You just got to beat a 12.
Would I hear that? Oh, I have it beat passively, so would I see this happening?
Yeah, if you got a 12 or better on passive,
Yes.
you can just notice it.
Yes, Bostwick. It's a pretty sky. It's a nice day. You sure
Well, I
you're
have a
all right, my man?
Do you not see those flying bees? Bugs.
Guys, I think we need to get Bostwick to see somebody.
Wait, you said they're actually pixies?
There are several pixies. It's a pixie caravan of pixie merchants, actually, but they are very devious tricksters, and they really enjoy playing a good prank on travelers when they're in the deep forest. So
I shoot at one of the hornets.
They're pixies. Hamster, do you see these
hornet.
pixies?
They have hornet mounts.
Oh.
Pack animals. I shoot at one of the hornets.
roll a hit.
I did 17 to hit for 11 damage. Unless they spotted my stealth, then I don't get the bonus dice. And
All right,
my
now there's
stealth was
arrows flying through the
a
air. Bostwick.
23.
This is weird, dude.
Armor class 12. That's a hit.
He's crazy. Nobody believes me.
As you're saying that, you see an arrow thump into one of the wasps.
That
And
arrow just stopped in midair. What the fuck is going on?
Kazanlir, are
You
you
just
sure
can't see what
you're
it hit.
okay?
You see
You're
the blood
nearsighted,
start
it's
dripping
blurry.
from the wasp. And now this guy's bleeding. What is Absforth doing?
Some type of magical arrow that makes rain.
Blood rain.
Blood.
Interesting.
Chocolate rain.
Some stay dry when others feel the pain. Chocolate rain.
Okay, so Abforth kills one of the hornet pack animals, and it plummets. The pixies are going to stop laughing. They become invisible, and the hornets fly away at high speed.
I go check the hornet that I killed.
So you killed a giant hornet. Let's see, it's a medium-sized beast, and it's got some small saddlebags on it. Check its belongings. You're gonna find.
It's medium-sized?
Yeah, it is a hornet the size of a
Fucking
man.
big wasp.
Man, I am like, I can't see a human-sized hornet in the air. That's bad.
Do I need to investigate it to see what it had on it, or just nah?
I'm doing some rolls to see which one you got.
They were hiding using fairy magic.
So there were several hornets, and each one was laden with different supplies. So the one that you took down had these items.
Good idea, Firth. I like the arrow raining blood to hide our scent.
All right. Moon
you
seeds and
serious?
giant slug bile.
Are
Very
you
smart.
serious right now?
Very smart.
It was a wasp and pick. Did you not see?
You
I'm
got.
gonna have-
You must have. What
I'm
happened
gonna
to
have to
you
put
and
an ad.
Bostwick?
I'm gonna have to put an advert out for a different adventuring party when we get back to town. This is ridiculous.
I heard of these things they're working on in some of the high class elven cities called corrective lenses.
Maybe dwarf don't see so well. It's too bright.
I'll give this ingredients to Morcano. So here, hold this, Mr. Alchemy.
So that's kind of a weird encounter. They were actually merchants. If you're a good sport about being pranked, they'll actually sell you pixie dust. But if you attack them, they take off.
Aw.
Pixie dust do.
Pixie dust does a bunch of stuff. It can make you fly. It can make you invisible. It can also
Gosh,
make
dang
you. It can
it.
also make you fall asleep or become confused. So it's a mixed bag.
Gosh, Parker, way to ruin it for everybody.
Morcan gonna
What'd I
be
do?
happy about that.
Right?
Yeah, you got some loot out of it.
I still don't know what y'all are even talking about. Pixies and hornets and shit.
Well, I'm assuming they were using some sort of magic to be hidden, and as soon as Absworth killed
okay.
you should have been able to see it.
So the pixies
Yeah.
have greater invisibility at will. So they can just be invisible whenever they want. And they also have, once a day, they can confuse you, put you to sleep, dancing lights. They can also at will druidcraft. That's what all the animal noises was.
I don't like this forest. This is a very trippy experience, guys.
They're not actually evil. Although they did confuse Bostwick enough to make him like attack you guys, which is a pretty nasty thing to do. But they never actually attacked you, so technically you could still be friendly towards them after, but eh. It's one of those weird encounters. This forest is full of weird encounters that are like halfway between like an NPC encounter and a monster encounter.
Yeah. Notice, like, I thought we were going as a bugbears. This is like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I'll just shake my head at the thought of this entire ridiculous situation and try to finish tracking this goddamn hobbit.
I need to sit down for a minute.
All right. Beyond the
Not too late.
beyond the streams and the pixie merchants, the trail leads even further west.
I passed Casimir the pipe that I was holding while Absworth shot his bow.
Yes, good idea. Thank you, my friend. Hit the pipe a few times. Yeah, much better.
Okay, so you guys had lost the trail due to the rivers.
Guys, there's a giant dead wasp over here on the ground.
Oh, now you
What is
see
this shit?
it. Now you see it.
What is this?
He needed the pipe.
Yeah, you gotta get high to see it, huh? I got you. Okay, well you keep that. You hold on to that thing, Casimir. I think you
Yeah,
need it more
thank
than
you.
me.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I toss you a big fat linen sack full of weed. It's like, here, just take care of yourself, man. It's getting harder and harder every adventure.
Well, I excel in certain areas, and I guess seeing things is not one of them.
You're just nearsighted, man. That's why you had so much
Yeah,
trouble
it's
throwing the
Speaking
javelin.
of, I stop you and then I go over to you and I pick up your boot again. I roll perception. Oh, yep, track. There it is. Yep, you're right. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
While trying to find the tracks, what you're gonna
Give me in a
actually
cave. I
find,
got you.
what you're gonna actually find is a large number of bugbear tracks that surround the pony tracks, and then the pony tracks disappear.
Cool, they ate the pony.
The bugbear
Probably
tracks
the god.
Well,
all move to the north from where you're at here.
seems like bugbears did part of our job for us.
How tall are you, Razor?
I'm like lower 5 foots. I'm like 5'7", I think.
So if I sit on your shoulders and we disguise ourselves as a bugbear, we'd be the right size.
Maybe. Or we have a bugbear here.
But we all need to be bugbears.
Yeah, I don't know how. Maybe I can just put some kind of disguise and be like a midget bugbear, like
Baby bugbear.
some type of incest-born bugbear.
How tall are bugbears?
Bostwick's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm like 7 something, I think.
I mean, I can disguise self as a bugbear, but I can only grow, I think, a foot. So I would be
I'll get
like
on
6'7".
Razor's shoulders, and Aforth will get on my shoulders.
That's not. If I sit on Razor's shoulders, we're like exactly 8 feet tall.
Yeah, okay, you're like, I guess you're like 3 foot tall, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can make myself appear to be up to a foot taller. So I could be a very, very short bugbear.
This is true. I could
You know,
cast minor illusion on myself or somebody else, I guess. I got it as a cantrip. They're probably not smart enough to see through it.
I
Yeah,
could turn,
don't
I
know
could
how I
turn one
disguise
person
being a dwarf.
invisible.
Oh yeah, I can turn 2 people I can turn myself and someone else invisible. Joe and Antonio, do you have an
Oh,
invisibility?
hold up, hold up.
We're still playing D&D?
Yep.
Jesus.
I know.
Are you laying in bed?
He is definitely
Nope.
in bed.
Nope.
You're all excited to play.
He's like, good night, guys. It's bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
People don't
D&D
let me
sounds
do stuff
fun
I want to do, so I'm going to sleep.
until I get home from a long ass day at work and realize I'm tired as fuck. And it's like,
All right, so you found signs of the bugbears. How do you want to approach the encampment? You gonna go in stealthy? You gonna scout
Are you
ahead?
wearing a backpack,
Well,
Boswick?
is it like clear to us that our
Yeah.
mission is to just straight up eliminate these bugbears? It's been a few weeks. I can't remember exactly like what our objective here was. They've been terrorizing the local towns. That's right.
The bugbears
So we're
have
here.
been a menace. They control this entire territory of the forest. Everybody has to steer
Yeah.
clear of it. They, in the past, have made raids elsewhere in the high forest.
Okay, cool.
Bostwick never
case, I
told
guess-
you, but his backstory is all about that.
Right. So that's what I was gonna say. In that case, I guess I'm still here for the reason I came in the first place. It's just kind of like, this has something to do with Boswick's past, and he wants to find out. So I'll support him. Whatever he thinks.
But the tracks are also leading this way, correct?
So, at this point, all of the tracks head to the north, where the null encampment is.
I attempt to climb into Boswick's backpack.
I mean, if
I
you
don't-
want, probably smells like death in there and sweaty balls.
I cast prestidigitation inside your backpack.
Oh, how nice of you.
You've ruined the aroma.
I've
Now I
been
smell like
creating that
clean.
stench for weeks.
Now I can't tell my
Building
gym
it
bag
up.
from my normal bag.
Well,
Sorry.
I poke my head out of the bag and say, "I'm ready to go. You guys figure out your way to hide."
I
Joe's
guess
not
we
even on
can-
tabletop.
I'm invisible. That's what you said, right?
No, I asked if you had a way to cast invisibility.
No, but I can disguise myself.
As a 7-8 foot tall bugbear.
No, as Bostwick's son. I'm
Oh,
6
no.
foot.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my disguise kit on and make myself. Because I mean, I did it as a barbarian once. I'm gonna do it now to make myself
And they are zombie
a
bugbears.
young
I don't know any better.
bugbear.
All right. So do we have a plan to just like stroll into camp disguised, and then what?
Well,
See
first
what
of all, we
happens.
gotta figure out what tribe this is.
The Bostwick tribe.
It's the tribe of the White Fists.
Cool.
I will
Okay.
follow Boswick's lead. I'm here to support him. This is something that seems important to him, and I think it's good to help the local people, make them feel safe. So I
I'm
follow
gonna go in
Boswick.
Kev's room and hit that pin.
If we get a peek in and we we find out, we can observe which one is the leader. I will disguise self as the leader, and then I will stay really far away so they think I'm small only because I'm really far away.
Hmm.
And then I will say, that man is an imposter.
He's dead. Dead.
Creative.
And then because he's a zombie overlord and has full control over all the zombies, this will not work and he will just have me killed. That's where your guys' plan comes in.
A sweet spot when I hit that pen, man.
I poke my head out of Bostwick's
Just passed.
backpack and say, "I'm sorry, it's kind of muffled in here. Can you repeat that?" My headset died. Stopped picking up whenever you were saying what you wanted to do.
Oh.
It was a terrible idea.
I like it already. Continue.
It's an idea, though. That's more than we have.
Disguise himself as the leader and then be like,
It's
that other guy's an imposter.
and stay
Yes.
very far away to explain why I'm so small. But since
Yes.
they're all zombies of a zombie overlord, he controls them, I'm assuming. And
It's
it wouldn't work. So
Well,
No,
if
no, let's
anything
do that.
Bostwick has told us is half true, most likely they're just going to be hostile and immediately try and kill us, right?
Absolutely.
but we're talking like dozens, if not hundreds.
Okay,
maybe
so-
100.
Razor, weren't all those signs written in Abyssal? You seem to understand them.
Yes.
Could you speak
Yes.
to them in Abyssal?
Yes.
You
I have
could
to do some tongue exercises, but I can probably squeeze out some abyssal.
possibly use the ring to fly and appear as more of an impressive figure if you wanted, but I don't even think that's necessary. I think if you go out there disguised and just give them orders in Abyssal, they might listen to you.
I'd like to cast my comprehend languages so I can at least
Does that last a while?
understand. An hour.
I think an hour.
Does that take a spell slot or is it a cantrip?
Yeah, that's a spell slot for me. I'm not a ritual caster.
Got you. Well, I pop back down
Does
in the
that let
backpack
you
and say,
speak it,
"Let me know when
too?
I need to shoot
That'd
something."
be cool.
All right, everybody,
Okay.
put your figurines on the board right here in this little area, or maybe this little area right here.
I use the message spit. Oh no, that's too meta. I don't know what the
I
stuff
don't know where
is
my
yet.
character is.
It's right here.
Haha.
All right, nobody's passive can see a 19, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Nope.
All right, that
I'd
means
just like to be.
that means you're not going to be expecting it when this arrow comes flying in.
What is Casimir
I thought-
disguised as?
A
Nothing.
dwarf in full plate mail.
Yeah, yeah, right. Exactly.
So while you guys were arguing about what to do next and putting on your disguises, a group of gnoll hunters, moving very stealthily through the forest, came up behind this tree here, spotted a group of adventurers putting on crude costumes of gnolls. They thought to themselves, "What do they take us for, fools? Kill them!" And an arrow comes flying in, a nasty barbed arrow, bigger than a human would use and with a really gruesome barbed head that would cause a horrible wound. It comes flying in, misses everybody, and lands like nowhere near anybody. They're terrible shots, apparently.
I wonder how they get. Are our disguises bad enough as bugbears that they think we're actually gnolls?
No.
Maybe
They-
I'm like Bostwick's prisoner.
They saw you putting on the disguise, so they were not fooled.
You said that we were disguising as gnolls. That's the only reason I said that. I was just trying to be cheeky.
Who's disguised as null? Just me?
Nobody.
I'm confused.
We're bugbears.
Yeah. Ninja meant to say bugbears, and he said Knowles accidentally. So then Barker was making fun of the fact that he said Knowles. Yeah.
It's
So we're
was
trying to
just-
be bugbear.
Bugbears.
I'm like half disguised. I've got the head of a bugbear, but the body of one of those ghast things that in the tomb almost killed Bostwick.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, so I was just like
I'm
playing
like-
with disguise self.
There's not really any way for me to disguise, and I don't think disguises are gonna do anything for us. So I'm just gonna like be your prisoner if I have to be or something. All right. I don't know.
Really? No, we just got
Like if
shot
this
at.
goes any way other than like they just want to kill us and we start fighting, then I'm
Imagine they're gonna be like
figure it out.
mindless.
I'm in character. I say, "Dead behind us." Bostwick.
I pop out of Bostwick's backpack. Do I see anything?
Bugbears.
Can I take a shot at one of them?
Was the arrow so bad we didn't even notice it, or we saw the arrow land?
We
that
saw
was
it. We
the
just
one?
all kept talking after it happened. So,
Okay.
can I take a shot at it with my bow from Bostwick's backpack?
This will help if I use the right figurines.
Wait, they're bugbears? Wait a
Yeah, they're
second.
supposed to
They
be
are
bugbears.
bugbears.
All right.
He's just a racist and doesn't know his bugbears from his gnolls.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been weeks. I grabbed the wrong monsters.
Much rather fight gnolls.
Bugbear lives matter, Ninja.
Okay.
Oh, look at the bugbear kids. They're
Yep.
frogs on sticks. Aw.
I'm a bugbear kid.
They're cuties.
I'm a bug
BBLM.
kid now.
Okay.
Seems
So,
bugged.
I don't know if you heard me. Can I take a shot out of the backpack?
Well, that was a surprise attack. We're gonna roll initiative first, and then you can take a shot.
Excellent.
So I'll hit the
I'm
reset
like
here.
a mounted archery platform right now. Mounted
Yeah.
weapon system on Boswick.
Ooh.
Now, just under the hood, I am using stats for gnolls, so that's why I keep saying gnolls. I'm sorry.
I got you.
You have to fight me for this initiative. I rolled good.
Just a race. Just erase whatever the name of that is and just write over it in Sharpie. No.
Right. Well, it's a PDF. I can't really. I guess I could do it on my monitor, but that would suck.
Just get a Sharpie and write over your monitor real quick. You'll forever have a black line on it.
You don't just buy a new monitor after
Can
every
you-
game you play?
Can you dry erase onto an LCD?
No, absolutely not. You can on to the tube. On like tube televisions.
Yeah, pretty sure I've done
I
that
mean-
a couple times.
You can dry erase onto an LCD. It's just probably won't
Not-
come off.
Not gonna come off.
Let's hook
20?
onto it.
Put it on your little token.
Put it on your token.
Get wrecked, Joe.
I'm ready, Ninja.
Same.
What's
It's
funny
actually-
about your
It's actually better that for me that you move closer anyway.
I was gonna say like I'm gonna like turn around and be like, where'd that come from? And then you're not gonna be facing them anymore since you're in the backpack.
Yeah. Morkan's got a 1. Just you can roll it
Eh.
now.
Man, I thought I did really well with my roll. I said like 15, then I look to the right and I'm like, oh, Barker got a 20, then I look over here, and Potato got a 21, then I look over here, and Joe Dab got a 20, and I'm like, damn it, I got the lowest roll, and then I looked at Kev, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not.
You forgot
Still
I
not
was
laugh.
playing the game with you.
Old
Okay.
Kaz.
No, lag spike.
Yeah, you're at 500.
Gargoyles. We're playing against gargoyles?
That
Yeah,
was
I
the
didn't,
last fight in the
I didn't
last
change the
dungeon.
name. They are the Gargoyle Bugbears. That's just
Oh
what they
my
call their
God.
clan or something. Boswick is actually the first to react.
What?
Boswick, you spot bugbears hiding in the trees to the northwest. They're looking at you,
Ooh.
you're looking at them. They have the war paint of the band that murdered your entire tribe.
Oh no.
Ninja, I don't know if I messed anything up, but I just clicked something right here on accident trying to click back onto this screen and then press WASD and it felt like it was typing something.
On what?
Because
Where?
do you see where my hand is over here, like looking at your hidden area? I feel like there's a note card here I accidentally clicked on because I can see a text, even though it's in a hidden area. I feel like I might have erased something on one of your note cards.
Nah, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, cool. I'm good. Glad I didn't mean to. I was just trying to click back on the screen.
Kind of modify it. 1 million gold goes to Barker.
I can't see anything except if I hover over here, it says description and then page number. So I think I'm on a card, but can't see anything else besides that. You've probably got it locked anyway. It's fine.
There was a what I made was a backup of a loot card in case you guys deleted it, and then you
Good call.
deleted it somehow, even though it was in my hidden area.
It's
Ironic, isn't it?
I'm really good at this, ruining shit for everyone. That's my forte.
What is it? 10:14. Hey, I want to go make coffee and refill my water glass, so let's all take a little break before we really dig into combat here. So I'll be back in
Hey.
just a moment.
Just kidding.
How late can you stay on, Professor?
I was planning to get off around 11.
Yeah, I'm about probably 11 too. Right after this combat.
Yeah, I'll try and make it through this fight. Like usual, the fight ends and I'm like, it's way past when I was supposed to go to bed.
I was falling asleep.
No kidding. Wow.
No
never
way.
would've
Didn't
guessed
notice
that.
by you not saying anything for an hour. It's you, Joe.
The
If you don't
last
say
thing
anything
Joe
for an
said.
hour,
The
we
last
know.
thing Joe said was, "Wow, this rain really is calming."
Yeah, it is, man. I sleep to shit like this sometimes when I struggle sleeping. It works.
The
Oh
funny
my
thing is, it's
God.
legitimately the last words that have come out of his mouth before
Yeah.
that big long break.
I've fallen asleep to something like this, but it has to have a lot of thunder in it. Thunder is soothing to me.
Yeah. it's
Really?
nice
I
too.
never would have guessed that.
What? I mean, I don't know if those are related. No, I just like kids used to be like afraid of thunder. Like I wasn't. Thunder was soothing. I'd go lay out on the porch when it was raining and listen to the thunder.
Yeah, just look at this shit.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I sat there and had a bunch of Thai food when I first got here. And then right before I said that rain thing, I just drank a big glass of milk.
Big old glass of milk, huh?
The milk was good.
But the nap was great.
Damn. That was a good cheeseburger.
Stupid Defias thug.
My man's over here playing WoW.
Hey, we're taking a break, right?
You got a problem, Potato.
Nah, I just have I do have a problem.
You
I
But it's
got
wanna
a
not.
play
fucking
WoW too.
problem, bro.
I got.
He's been
I got
he's
that.
been playing WoW in the background, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I get it.
ascending into
He
an
just
ascension person.
yeah, he keeps prestiging, you know, making new characters.
Did
So.
you do Nightmare?
I made a character for Nightmare. Yeah.
But you got to get to 60 to start it. How do you
Cool.
select those other game modes, I wonder?
There's a guy you talk to.
Mm.
And Nightmare just makes it where you take more damage. That's it. If you die, it doesn't matter.
Nightmare Iron Man.
Yeah,
Oh
if
yeah,
you do.
the one where you lose your character, definite no.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do the Iron Man
The
one.
one where you take 300% more damage.
You get that blue dragon that everybody's walking around with.
Yeah, the Azor Dragon.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've pretty much nectared out the nectar collector, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know. I mean, I really tried since the last time I tried, which there didn't seem to be really anything left last time I tried, but you can give it a shot.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Cool. We've got 2.5 party members that have to leave at 11, so
Oh shit, that's
we can
coming
get
right
this
up.
shit rolling. Yep.
Well, Bostwick, you're at the top of the
Yeah.
initiative. You can do whatever you want here.
All right. So,
You guys don't want to try to persuade them?
To kill
no.
themselves?
Mm,
No. That we brought Kef as a prisoner.
They're already onto us. They know that you're clearly not bugbears.
I was taking
all I was
off
trying to
my
put in
human
disguise.
disguise.
I was
I
just taking
can
off
do
my
it.
human disguise.
I
looked at him
I
and-
can do it.
Joe,
I can
you're
deceive them.
sleepy. You're sleep. You don't come up with good plans when you're sleepy, homie.
Would walk up to him and be like, "Parlay."
Hey, this is another group of murderous subclass of species that always murder
Like,
people. Let's
hey,
dance
you
for
killed
'em.
my entire tribe, but like, yo, what's up, man?
Let's
I got
let's
some
play them a
Hey, how's
song,
Bob?
guys.
I look at Joe and I say, "All right, play us some music." Kidding. I mean, the only thing I could think to do is rush them and kill these motherfuckers,
Yeah, you
Or,
lack patience.
or I could also be like, "Take me to your leader."
Do whatever you want. It's your turn.
Did they
You're
say
limited.
anything? I'm gonna make my way towards them and I'm gonna say, "Take me to your leader." I'm gonna,
You move forward. Take me to your leader.
yeah,
Take me
take
to your
me to
leader.
the chief.
The
I demand an
bugbears are
audience.
going to snarl at you as their only reply as they continue to draw back their large bows.
Okay.
So I'm just
Gonna-
curious, like, out of character. Obviously, Kaz doesn't know this, but like, are you aware that these are the bugbears that killed your entire tribe, Bostwick?
I'm not fully sure.
But you have some idea, like a suspicion of it? Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe this is how bugbear on bugbear combat plays out. You always have to see
Mhm.
their leader.
Maybe.
That's how I feel.
They're obviously the strongest one.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
if I fight their leader and I defeat him, then I will be the leader of the tribe. But that's it for my turn. I can't do anything else.
All right.
I move 60 feet.
Abforth. Sitting in a backpack, looking over the shoulder.
Abs forth, sitting in a backpack. I will jack in a box out of this backpack and shoot an arrow at him.
All right. Twang.
11 to hit.
Oh, that's not going to hit.
Sitting in a backpack. Thought
Unfortunate.
it was a knapsack because he is so sleepy.
Then I'm gonna use a bonus action to tap my head and go invisible, and get back in the backpack. And that's my turn.
Jodap.
I'm gonna move my 30 feet.
Damn, that's a lot of
Oh.
feet.
Are you a
Do-
bug of some
don't know.
sort?
I only have 2 feet.
You got 4 now.
Oh.
So 2 of them are on your backpack.
My backpack can walk on its own.
The other guys are too slow, right? Ah, fuck it, whatever. I'll cast my shatter at level 2. And that's a con save 14 to 10 feet.
All right.
10 feet sphere, so all 4 of those right there.
2 fail, 2 succeed.
3d8. Let's go. And the ones that failed. Okay, half damage for the ones who succeeded. Where's my thing? Fuck.
Boswick, carrying a hobbit in his backpack, cause he is so fat.
It's 14 damage.
Kaboom.
7 damage to the ones that failed.
Saved.
Yeah, saved. Yeah, there you go.
They had
I heard you
human.
searching for
They
it.
had bugbear shields in front of them, made of bugbear.
Yeah, that's it. The other two Bugbear absorbed all the blast.
And I think that we're gonna need some help here, so I'll go ahead and use a charge of my bardic inspiration, and I'll use my mantle of inspiration. Everyone gets. Oh wait. I want 5 hit points.
Why would you need? Never mind.
And Kazanlir and Razor get 5 temporary hit points.
If you can get someone else, it won't stack with my temporary hit points.
Doesn't matter.
Alright.
And
Yeah.
you guys each get your full movement speed right now.
Was it 5 hit points?
It's
Yep.
5 temp hit points. It just goes on the front of your HP. So the next damage you take, just reduce 5 from it.
And Boswick.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to remember that.
And you
And-
get your full movement speed right now.
That's pretty baller. Everybody
5 foot
charge in.
squares.
Kazanlir can move 25 feet. Ooh boy. You remember that time we moved 25 feet towards the
So
Bugbears, Rick?
fast.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
an extra move.
Yeah,
That is pretty big
take it.
dick. Big
Absolutely.
dick energy there.
Big dick energy.
And I'm done.
That's one of my more favorite phrases. Big dick energy.
Right.
Are you gonna move, Boswick, or are you gonna stay right there?
Are you wanting to maybe? I might rush them. Is that going to be inconvenient for you, Barker?
Absolutely not. It would be perfect for me. Because see, if you're adjacent to him, I get sneak attack bonus damage. And I have a secret weapon for situations where I'm close
You get
and
5 temp
mid-range.
HP.
I think you were at full HP too. I'm pretty sure we rested after that adventure.
All right.
There's no
So
way we
if
didn't.
nobody else is gonna move, then it's Razor's turn.
Absolutely.
All right.
Good turn, Joe.
Thanks
Yeah.
for thank you, sir.
That was nice.
See, I'm
Yes,
not
that
always
thing-
just
that-
mean to you.
Yeah, right.
There's that 1 in 99 time, 1 in 100 time. Where I'm
Mhm.
like, good turn, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Closing the gap. That was a double movement.
Sometime that's what I'm here for.
I say I'm right behind you guys. Coming in hot. End of my turn.
Kazanlir.
Kazanlir. Wait up, guys!
You're so fast.
Coming.
Use dash action, you get another.
See here. Oh, okay.
Hey,
you guys.
you could throw one of your
Shit.
javelins.
No, I want to bless people. But I can bless 3 people, and I'm only in range of 2 people. So rip.
Listen, be with ya.
Oh, you can bless yourself. That's 3.
Yeah, but I have something else for me too, but yeah. I'll bless the 3 of us here, and that will end my turn.
Yay, I'm blessed. Bless you.
That's
Hashtag.
you.
Where them tokens at?
Hashtag
Over here somewhere,
blessed.
right?
They are by. Yeah.
Yeah, they're here. Oh, here's some
Yes.
blessed.
I need something. that could
Thank
be
you,
Oh, Father,
Ninja.
bless me.
really small.
I got some other ones ready too. Got the invisible here. If you can get that on yourself, Barker.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a good idea. Hey Ninja, can you inject this with just movement, no stats at all?
How come I can see Kaz and Lear's blessed, but I can't see
Look at it
Antonio's
from the
mom.
other side.
No, from neither side.
No. Oh yeah, same. It's just a white box. I can see Kaz and Lear's blessed, but not mine, or not anybody else's. And my invisible is just a white box.
See everything. I have the all-seeing eye.
I put the tokens on Razor and Antonio. Maybe they had to do it to their own tokens. I don't know.
I have it. It's on your guys' end. No, don't take mine. Don't take my bless.
Oh, I reloaded my mini, and it's now I can see it.
I just synced it.
Okay, cool.
Good timing.
But
Don't take the girl.
Oh, nice. Everybody
Take
is
Jimmy
blessed.
Johnson. Take Tommy Thompson. Take my best friend Roy.
Who's your
I
god?
don't think that's his name.
Who's blessing everyone?
Oh wait,
that's me.
Kaz, I accidentally
Moradin.
gave you invisible. You
Moradin.
don't deserve that.
So you call on the power of Moradin to give a blessing in battle to your friends.
Absolutely. A divine light of justice
Hey, I can do
Yeah.
that too.
emanates subtly
Hey Kev,
from your body. Yeah.
click that invisibility off your character. I accidentally put it on you instead of me.
I tell Kazler, when did you learn how to bless people?
I've always known how to bless people. It's like the first thing you learn in Paladin school.
I learned blessing in cleric school.
Hmm.
Well,
Very similar
voluntary,
schools of
same
magic.
school.
Yes. Holy magic to serve the
Alright.
purpose of two different types of people. I love it.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm lollygagging. We've got multiple attacks coming in, so they're gonna whip out Morning Stars and they're gonna try to beat on Bostwick. They're gonna say in common, "You never should have come here, meat." And then they're gonna lay into you with their Morning Stars. So I got +4 to hit on this. The first one swings at your kneecaps. And he misses badly. The second one, he aims at your shoulder. And he misses almost as badly. Now, the two that are just behind those front two, they're like, "How could you miss?" And so
I'd have been telling them they're going to pay for that meat.
these two from behind are going to circle around. So, let's see. 1, 2. Well, no. Maybe they could move into their allies as rough terrain and then sidestep this way. All right. So they close the distance, and they're going to make attacks as well. Wonder if I can get flanking.
I gotta hear that song now, Barker. You sang it and now it's stuck in my head.
Okay, so
Started it.
the bugbears move around to surround you. The second attack I'm going to do here is going to have flanking and advantage. The first one doesn't. But here, let me do the one with the advantage first here.
I tell them to bow before their king.
23 hits, right?
Yes.
And let me check the other one here. That's not going to hit. So the one that did hit, he's got 2d8 plus 2 on that. And so the Morning Star sinks into your shoulder with its spiked end. And all the weight.
2d8 on that Morning Star? God dang.
Big ass Morning Star. He does 16 damage to you. Obliterates your shoulder with that hit.
I'm taking that Morning Star from him.
Reduce 5 of that for the temporary HP, Potato.
Okay.
Alright, so the Bugbears have got you surrounded now. They've called you
How much did you
meat.
say?
16. 16. That was a real heavy hit, but fortunately only one of them landed their hit. They only have +4 to hit, so their chances of landing it are not super great. Although with advantage, it gets iffy. You don't want to be surrounded.
Well, I
So
take half damage since I'm raging.
yeah, rage helps. Helps a lot actually.
Man, you know what I just remembered the other day? That feat that I took at level 4, I have not been using it at all.
What feat?
The one that reduces my damage from slashing,
Oh, by
piercing.
3. Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it's fucking called. A heavy armor master? Yeah, that's it.
Damage reduction. Amazing.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it. But
Hey, Prof, can you
well,
move
hang
your
on.
hand just a little bit, please? Thank you. Sorry, you're covering up my arrow for my movement tool.
That is the weirdest looking D4.
Yeah, it's bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage is reduced by 3. So it's just like a physical, heavy armor master is what it's called. But I gotta remember that shit.
All right. So Creus is not here. He stayed behind in town to do alchemy. So back to the top, Bostwick.
What else can I do but try to swing on these fools?
They are a bunch of wounded guys. They've been blasted by that spell. Every one of them's got injuries.
Well, I think I'm gonna probably just go ahead and start from the left, Oops. Make an attack on this guy. Do I get any kind of flanking or anything since I got Barker in my backpack?
No.
Okay.
I think he counts as being in your space.
He's just chilling. All right.
You gotta toss him to the other side of the bugbear, and then it'll work. Just
The
like
other
roll
side
him
of
like a
him.
bowling ball between its legs.
All right. Just like give him a dagger and then be like, here you go. Just throw him like a thrown weapon.
Do you know the fastball special from the X-Men?
I do not.
All right, so Wolverine in the comics is quite small. He's a very short man.
Yeah.
And Colossus is quite huge and made of metal. So he picks Wolverine up and throws him as hard as he can, and that's called the fastball special. Wolverine just goes flying through the air at high speed with his claws out.
Love it.
Sounds ideal. That's what I would do.
You can do that combo in Ultimate Alliance 2.
Nice.
No, see, I'm made of meat, so.
Made of unmeat. Does 17 hit?
Yeah, just barely. So when they pull out their Morning Stars, they also hold up their shields. They've got these shields. Armor class 16, and you just barely get past the shield and land a hit.
So they get. Does the glaive that I have in my hand, do I notice the looks on their face at all whenever I'm using it to attack them?
It was left behind by the boss as a message. They don't recognize it, but the boss might.
Okay. 9 plus 4, so what? 13 damage slashing.
Oof. You take a chunk of his health off, cutting him open, bleeding profusely all down his armor, and parts of his armor are falling limp. All right.
Ooh, actually, hold on. +2 because I'm raging. So
Plus
+2 more
2 for
damage.
rage.
I always forget about that extra rage damage.
All right, he coughs up a little extra blood
That's what you get.
from inside the backpack.
The Barker.
The Barker.
The Absforth.
Ductore.
I'm here. I'm just
I concur.
I pull my blowgun out of a sheath and I notch a dart that I've recently purchased into it and I shoot this fella right here.
All right. See if he can interpose his shield and catch the dart.
Sorry, I gotta adjust a couple things on it. Alright. This is with advantage, correct?
Well, you're invisible, so yes.
19 to hit for 17 damage, plus an additional d6 fire.
Okay.
A bluey.
3 fire.
Which one did you target?
The one closest to me on the left.
That's a kapow.
So this one that just got slashed is also catching a dart and dies. Ugh.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, I realized the best magical item I own, I don't even have the equipment to use recently. So I went and fixed that. This blowgun's like a +2 fire magic blowgun.
Oh, nice.
And if you get
That
sneak
was a lot
attack
of damage.
damage,
Yeah.
Oh, I should have, shouldn't I? Yeah, I rolled sneak attack damage on that. That's what those extra d6 are.
nice. Big
But I
damage with
assume
sneak
I'm not
attack on that.
I assume I'm not invisible anymore, correct?
Not after the attack, no.
But I ducked back in his backpack.
Debus?
Hides back in.
Pull my my bow, and aim it. Wait, do I have a clean line of sight on this guy? No. I step to the right, left. Take a shot at this guy right here with my bow. Wait. With my my bless. Wait.
Yeah, I don't think Bless is going to help you with that.
Yeah.
Does
you
the bless
folks
get
make-
consumed?
No.
Or does it just keep going on?
Keeps going, and as long as he maintains concentration. Or maybe it's even a
Yeah.
duration. I forget.
A 7.
1 minute.
1 minute. That's great. That's such a great spell.
Yeah. I'll shoot with a 7.
Yeah, it hits his shield.
Clink.
Clink to the shield.
I'm in my turn. I'm embarrassed.
Well, you're the bard. You're not like some super combat archer. Razor.
Chris could do it. Morcan would have made that shot.
Alright.
You mean the combat archer with all combat archer skills? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The one that has range of like 600.
I kind of just kick this body as I walk.
Hang on. It's technically rough terrain. I've got a token for it.
No, I'm not moving through it. I'm just standing right on top of it. So
Yeah.
Hey Ninja,
What's up?
can you inject this with just movement? Change my game plan, sorry.
Sure.
all right,
No,
standing on a
I
dead
don't think
body.
you took the thing out. Did you take the chess piece on a poker chip?
Pokeche.
This one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
Keep on
Cha-ching.
rolling, partner.
What you gonna do with all them spears?
All right. I have 2 hooked spears. I'ma swing a 1. Does a 26 hit?
Sure does.
9 damage.
So, in the Grit and
And
Glory
then-
rules, that's actually exceptional, and you can reroll the damage dice if you want, like a advantage
Dang.
on the damage.
I'll try.
You
I rolled a 4 though.
50%. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, I rolled less. Wait, no, it didn't go through. There it goes. I rolled less, so yeah, that's fine. 9 damage.
9 damage. No, I'm
You rolled a
lagging.
d6 that time though. You rolled a
Yeah, it was a
d4 on your
D6.
first attack. Oh, that was
No,
for
that was
bless.
bless.
That was for bless. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
All
understand.
right, then I'm gonna swing my offhand spear. Does a 29 hit?
29 is also exceptional.
Ooh, I will re-roll that too, definitely. For 3, which is 8 more damage.
So this one that was already hit puts it at 24.
I imagine you're just taking both of those spears and like hooking them into people's shoulders and then just like slamming their faces into the ground.
Yeah, I like to imagine, that I like hook with one and then just stab with the other, and like, like grapple their shoulder and then like stab with the other one in through the shoulder. Like
Sick
I'm
combo.
using chopsticks to pick, food up.
All right, the bugbear staggers under the assault. He's taken a lot of damage. He's only got a few hit points left. He's coughing up a lung. Casimir.
All right.
Hey, I made a measurement tool, guys. It's a chess piece on a poker chip, so you need to measure stuff. There you go.
Not bad.
It's distinct. You won't think it's anything else. It can stay around, not get in the way.
I want to attack something, so I am going to toss a javelin at Bugbear Fighter minus 14.
Olympians away.
Okay, good line of shot.
Yeah, I think that was the
Line of
best
sight
angle
for
I
the shot.
I think that was the one I had the best angle on for sure.
Hope you don't crit fail and stab me and Bostwick with that.
Right through your spine, paralyzed for life.
Alright,
Won't
so
hurt me
that's
that bad.
30 feet, so it's not disadvantage. It's just my strength. I'm sorry, yeah, javelins. It's +6, okay. Yeah, I throw it right into the fucking tree, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it sticks into the tree. The bugbear looks at it, sees the combat's not going super great for everyone here.
It's just there to help you out, Outforth, if you want to like jump and grab onto the javelin and climb the
That's
tree or something.
good
man,
idea,
You know?
thank you.
Yeah, calculated.
All right.
That ends my turn.
Gonna roll a
Did you
morale
add your
check
D-
for the
wait,
bugbears.
Did you
Oh, I
add your
forget.
D4?
I didn't add my D4 for bless, but 12? I don't even think a 12 hits.
Maybe. They're
No,
not
they
wearing
got
armor.
shields.
Oh, they do have shields.
All right.
I don't think a 12 hits. Yeah, go ahead. It's fine. I
The
didn't
lead
remember.
bugbear says, "I am Organ of the bugbear tribe, and I will not be defeated." And he rallies his 2 allies here and says, "Fight!" And so they both make an attack. Hang on. Let me do this on the table. So first, the one in front of Bostwick takes a swing, tries to hit him full on in the chest with an overhead swing, and crits. Are you ready to be obliterated full on in the chest? This is just like in Invincible when the Battle Beast hit Invincible in the
yeah.
nuts with that giant
Oh,
Morning
yeah.
Star. Okay, so you take half of that. Half of that is going to be 9 damage to the chest.
Nice.
All right, the other one goes for your foot. Oh, that's rude, going for your foot. He tries to smash your little toes. That's an easy one to avoid, so you're able to sidestep it. And then Organ himself, the leader, after his inspiring words, is going to take the disengage action and move over here.
Coward.
Okay, No, he's leading from a position of authority, and he throws a javelin, but he's gonna throw it at Razor. So Razor, a javelin comes sailing in. Bugbear javelin hurtles through the air. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
All right. Now, the javelin's not quite as nasty. It only does 2d6.
I'm gonna call him a coward whenever he does that, just so he knows. Say that he's a disgrace, dishonored his entire clan.
Of course, of course. 7 damage, Razor. You got stuck
Almost
with a javelin.
made it through my temporary hit points.
Yeah. So he sees that the javelin is like caught in just like an aura of the Raven Queen's magic or something, right? So he's like, fuck. He doesn't like that.
These are not the bugbears you are looking for.
He says, the zombie lord should know of this. Okay.
Not before I kill you.
Morcan not here. Back to Bostwick.
What, there's 2 more guys here?
Yeah, the leader commanded his 2 subordinates here to hold you off while he dashes away.
Are you shooting at him with a bow, Barker?
Mm-hmm. Well, I got a blowgun right now.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna do this. Cut right between them. And now we have advantage on Bugbear Fighter right here.
You sure do. Pincer maneuver. And he's
Pincer.
badly wounded already.
That's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this, and that's a 13 plus 7, so 20 to hit.
Solid. I'm pretty sure he dies.
Yeah, that is a 10, it's 14, 15, 16 damage.
Yeah, that's a solid hit. He goes down in a heap. Splat.
And then I'm gonna come right over here. Ooh, actually, oh yeah, never mind. He took a disengage action. Trying to think of anything I could do besides an action surge, because I really don't want to waste an action surge on this not leader.
Right. Well, he was the leader of this hunting party, at least.
Yeah. I imagine we're gonna run into the big boss. You know what? I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my animated sword. The Miyadezetsi.
All right, your animated weapon begins flying about.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell it to get behind him so that he's cut off.
All right.
But I need a thing. Where is that? Aha! It's another Bostwick.
Is that what you're using for your flying sword?
I don't have anything else right now.
Hang on. I'm sure I
Watch
have
this.
swords.
Calf's got a warhammer on his side.
Sword.
happened?
He
There you
needs
go.
a model for his animated sword.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You are blocked off, sir.
You shall not pass.
Let me hit it up with the volume scale tool. What is it? What kind of sword?
It's about
The-
that big.
The anime sword.
It's that one we got that flies and is huge and it does
You can
extra
call it
damage. to crit.
The ultra great sword.
Ultra great sword would be about 10 feet long. So yeah, here you go.
All right. I don't know if I can make an attack right now or not, but definitely gonna use it for opportunities.
I'm pretty sure what we did last time is we set up a checker piece and then we stood it up so that it was like levitating on this and we could use this as a stand for it.
I think so too. I don't really know how to do that though.
So
Yep.
you put the
That's
checker
exactly
down,
how it works.
and then you lock it, and then you pick up the sword, and you put the sword sort of on it.
Can you like make it like stab into the ground?
I have to use the movement tool because it's not quite where I want it to be, so I have to like lower it down with this movement tool. And it's at a weird angle, so it's a little tricky. But I kind of like the weird angle, so I sort of want to like rotate it a little bit too. So I'm going to use the rotate tool and put it like so. And once it's in the position, then I use the combine tool, which is F6, and I point at the Master Sword, and then I drag to the checker, and now they are a single piece. And I can unlock it, and you can just position it like a figurine.
She. Anime sword. +1. All right, now you are cut off. I tell him that he will die a disgraceful death.
And you hear a little voice from behind him go, "Yeah."
Yeah, motherfucker.
I love that Castlevania show. It's the best depiction of an animated weapon in anything ever. Alucard's flying sword is just the greatest thing.
Yeah. But I guess that's all I can do for now.
All right. So, you set up the trap. Dr. Abforth, from the backpack, what do you do?
Pull my wand of webs from its holster and I fire it directly at this guy's feet.
Ah. I think that'll ensnare Bostwick too, won't it? It's a pretty big area.
Yeah, it will. It's a
Get
20-foot
webbed!
cube.
Everybody roll a dex save, I think? Or is it strength? No, I guess dex to avoid the
It's
web.
just a web spell.
He's got a 20. Unnatural.
A
That's
dex
probably
save.
gonna beat it.
I got a 16.
I think that beats it too.
Layered across the floor. Starts your next turn. Each creature starts turn with a dexterity saving throw. Yep, you're good.
Do we have them secured?
And as my that was a bonus action because it was a spell and an interaction for my tool belt. I will use Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. Which is a wisdom saving throw of a DC 13.
I roll a 16 with a wisdom of 0.
Him saved.
He's getting those
Will
good
is
rolls.
too
All right.
strong.
Indeed. That's my turn.
All right. Debus?
Alright, which ones are left?
There's this one over here. And there's that one over there that just jumped out of the way of some web.
Wait, what? It's
Sorry.
out of the way of the webs. This guy? Oh,
Got me and Bazooka surrounding.
I just can't see through the trees. Oh, okay. So it's just this one. Wait. This one and this one, right?
And there's
That's all we got?
this one here, and there's this one here.
Okay. Are you guys... Are we gonna interrogate them, or we're just trying to finish them?
Definitely gonna kill the shit out of him.
Okay.
Gonna
And
murder
I'll,
lads.
walk up point 30 and go ahead and hit this bugbear with a vicious mockery. Right here.
He gets an 18. He resists.
Yep, that's it.
His
That's
ears are plugged with blood from the gaping head wound from the explosion earlier.
My turn. I'm good.
All right. That guy's still alive?
Still alive.
But that guy over there is the leader.
Yeah, he's trying to make a break for it. This one was here to hold you back. Not doing a good job.
I'll attack this guy here.
All right. He holds up his shield.
Lag? Where are my rolls at?
Yeah, it's lagging.
There goes.
It is a
Does
lag
a
wagon.
19 hit?
Oh, yeah.
6 damage.
All right.
And then I
Smash him
swing
in
my
the head.
offhand. If he's still alive, I'll swing my offhand.
He's staggered, but still alive.
Does a 23 hit?
Sure does.
Another 7 damage.
All right. That's just enough damage to drop him. Just right on the money.
All right. I will walk towards the last one. That was rough terrain to get out, so that was 10, 15, 25, 30. I'm on my way. That's my turn.
All right. Kif. It's 11 o'clock. Are you
Alright.
still here for one more turn?
I am.
Yeah,
Oh,
wasn't
me?
the one that was gonna
Yeah,
leave. It
I'm not
was
one.
Professor and Joe, and I've got to go soonish, but I can stay on
Gotcha.
a little bit longer.
You want to finish this combat
Well.
at least, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
so
I'll stick
close.
around.
So close.
I dash to here. End of turn.
That double move on dwarves. You need a jetpack, man.
It's brutal, man. It's brutal.
I have felt that pain before. Constantly just a little too slow to get to the combat, and then it ends.
Yeah. I haven't done anything this entire fight, and I probably won't. It's fine.
All right. So the bugbears are in a pinch. The one that's stuck in between the Blade and Bostwick is going to make a last stand, trying to swing on Bostwick. He's going to. Let's see. Regular attack, I guess. I don't think he's got a special one. So, Morning Star Smash it is. He swings, aiming for the head. And he rolls a 1. Look at that.
Please allow him to die.
All right. I didn't open the
It's a sword sandwich.
I didn't open the critical table yet, so loading it for the first time here.
It's kind of fucked.
Okay. So, on a crit fail with a weapon, he fears that you're the superior combatant. He gains disadvantage on his next attack.
Makes sense, because I am superior than him.
All right, Bostwick. You see the
Yes.
fear in his eyes.
I do. He's still a coward. My turn to attack back?
Sure is.
Alright, then I will make my attack on him. Wow, I did exactly what he did. Wait, I have advantage, right? Or no. I do have advantage, right? Because the sword gives me advantage.
It does. Roll again.
Thank God. That was bad. This still isn't that much better. 15 to hit.
Okay. A 15 does not hit. He raises his shield just in time to not catch that chop to the face.
And I'm going to use the sword to attack him in the back.
Yeah, all right. Also
Does
with
the sword-
advantage.
Does the sword do
Yeah.
its own attack damage, like on here, or?
If you have the card with the stats of the sword, it It has +3 to hit, and then it will roll its regular damage, which I think is like 3d6 for an ultra greatsword.
Yeah. Okay, you said +3.
Yeah,
So-
animated weapons tend to have +3 to hit.
Dirty 20. And then
3d6 damage. Ka-chop! Right across the back. He didn't even see it coming. He was too
Right.
busy trying to not get hit by you, and he takes the sword chop to the back.
Yep. And that is, let's see, 4, 5, and 2. 9, 10, 11. And then does it take a modifier?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, so 11 damage.
He's on death's door. He staggers. He coughs up blood.
Yep, I'm just off tanking, anything that might come up behind you guys. Got this.
Guarding the rear.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to step on his foot so that if he tries to run away, he can't.
Dr. Abforth. Organ is staggered.
He is staggered, you say.
His wounds are mounting. He has but 2 hit points left.
Blowgun.
Which does at least 2 damage. Kapow, he dies.
There's an extra D6 should be thrown in there too. But you get the
Nice.
idea.
Wreck.
Bostwick, you're a lot stronger than these. I was a little worried, but I didn't even have to fight.
These guys are pathetic.
But you guys might not have made it if I didn't throw the javelin in the tree, so you had an escape route. So that gave you guys the confidence.
So
We had to have
this,
that.
this little encounter gives you a taste. Now, just imagine if there were not 4, but 40.
Yep. No
Still
doubt.
not scared.
Dun dun dun.
AOE damage. That's gonna be nuts.
All right,
Say
well,
AoE damage.
we got some people that got to
Okay,
go,
good.
so we're going to cut it off there. Thanks for watching out there in Twitch land, if you're watching.
Land of the Twitches.
Thanks,
The land
guys.
of Twitchy peoples.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I've been up since 5 a.m.
It's understandable.
Oh,
Bye,
I
man.
get tired.
No problem. Glad you made it.
Yeah.
Yep, I gotta go do it again all week.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I got a 15-hour drive tomorrow.
Ooh,
Yep.
sounds fun. Where are you going?
Oklahoma.
Oh.